If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Okay, here we go.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. You are on the Happy Jacks RPG actual play podcast and streaming network and whatever else that we are called. I apologize. I was distracted by Jason's video being completely frozen to me, and I kept trying to say something, but he kept talking.
Oh, am I still frozen?
Worked. Nope, but then it worked as soon as we went live. So that's what it is. We just take Jason out of stasis.
Yeah.
I've forgotten.
Yeah.
And we just turn him on in order to play.
You put me under the table, plugged me in, and I'd recharge during the week. And then, yes, and dream. Because electric androids dream of electric under the table.
Jason is robot.
Am I a robot?
Are you doing that deliberately, or is that just,
or are you just
cosmic irony?
It must be cosmic
Yeah,
irony.
You're like, you are roboting us.
Hold on, let me see what I can have this computer up.
Is No Man's Sky playing in the background?
No, it's not. I closed everything. Okay, is it better now? Is it still bad?
No.
It's really bad.
I don't know who to believe.
The voice of God tonight.
I don't know.
It's got echo and reverb and staccato. Oh, now it's on. Or the.
No, your voice has been totally Robot Boy this whole time.
Yeah.
And your video is a little laggy.
Oh yeah, I just got.
There is struggles.
My bandwidth is just slammed. What is going on? Okay, so is
someone downloading like a movie?
No, I don't know what the deal is.
While Jason troubleshoots that, if this is your first episode, you have picked the last episode of this current run to join in, but maybe you're like the Memento guy and you want to watch it backwards because that'll make sense to you, in which case you're in luck, because you can find all of our previous episodes at happyjacks.org/Pembroke. And if you didn't and this was accidental, you can still go to happyjacks.shows and look at any of the shows. You can even watch us on the front way forward as well if you so desire. I am Nick, and I will be the game master for this show. Pembroke's is a Savage Worlds actual play in a world where magic and technology both exist, and we have operatives from Pembrooke Investigations who function in a sort of liminal space in between their problems. There's someone who is equipped to take care of those, and that is our band of happy heroes. I'm going to go ahead and go around the table and see if we can have everyone give a little bit of introducing themselves and their character, and I'm going to go ahead and start with Jay.
Oh, that's me. Hi, everybody. I'm Jay. Tonight I am playing Benton Ailes, an undead revenant investigator. I'm the
If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single role.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the very first attempt at Pembrooke Investigations on the Happy Jacks AP network today.
Yep.
The one and only start of episode 13 on October
That's
14th.
right. That's right. No, October 13th.
Sure.
What?
It's our 13th episode on October 13th.
It's October 13th, right?
Spookiest.
It's the 14th.
I'm sorry. I was writing down the time so that I can update our show logs about when we restarted, so that everyone understands what happened.
Oh, well, there should only be one file. So.
Oh, right, because this is the first and only time we've done it. Yes,
Well, no, but when you cut it off, it makes a new stream. So.
It's
Well, I don't want anyone to get confused about what happened.
Okay.
And which stream to put up there.
I'll send Dave a note.
Yeah, I've got the show logs. I've got it. It's all under control. We're all fine here now. Fine.
How are you?
But in any case, this is session 13 of Pembrooke Investigations, which is a Savage Worlds actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG network. This is also our finale, so be ready for chills, thrills, and spills as we find out what happens with our intrepid investigators. If you'd like to catch up and find out what brought us here to this point, you can do so at happyjacks.org/Pembroke, or you can take a look at any of the shows that we've produced at happyjacks.org/shows. I am Nick, aka Sungrowler on the internets, and I am the game master of this happy crew. I would also like to go ahead and have everyone do a little bit of introduction for themselves so that we can make sure that everyone knows who is who when they're playing. And I will start with Jay for no particular reason.
No reason at all. Hi, everybody. It's Jay here, and I am playing Benton Ailes, an undead revenant investigator on sort of a homebrew playbook.
Excellent. And Blythe?
Sorry, songs are stuck in my head and it's apparently dance time. Yeah. Hi, I am Blythe. I am playing Analia Torres, the half-demon nerd girl who really just wants to have a fun date and apparently isn't allowed to.
I didn't cast a spell through a cell phone. Don't look at me.
All Silas's fault.
You don't know who I'm looking at him. I could be staring at Jason. I'm staring at Jason.
There's no way to know for sure whose fault this is. That's the important takeaway.
I don't know. It's pretty obvious, I think.
True. And Emily.
Hey, I'm Emily. I'm playing Zoe Browning. She is she's kind of the heavy. She beats people up, but she's a Fae energy vampire who sucks energy from people to power her super strength. It's not working so well lately. This is what happens to Zoe Browning in love. She's going to probably have to make sure she never falls in love again. And I just want to note that the other day, a friend of mine recorded a cover of Mambo No. 5 and sent it to me. And I have had that in my head ever since. So let me spread that to the rest of you.
Do you mean former friend?
No, I asked her to do it. Yeah.
Coincidentally, I have also had that song in my head for a couple of weeks now, off and on. So it's a thing.
Weird.
And the reason why being our next player, Jason.
What did I do? Is there a Mambo number 5 reference that I forgot?
We'll talk about it later.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Jason. I'm playing Silas Silvestri, the Weregoat Wizard, who is perpetually stuck between forms as a satyr. So that's.
I was wondering where you're going with that, because that did not sound familiar to me.
That's what I say every week. No, I got dressed up fancy for the finale, so that's my fancy title, Weregoat Wizard. Yeah, that's a lot of folks don't know that Silas does most of the driving for the group. Like if we have to drive somewhere, I'm the like pilot / driver.
That is incorrect.
That's how I remember it.
Your memory is faulty.
He's our howlin' mad wash.
Yep. Yeah. I'm a leaf on the wind.
Nope.
And
You
no one can
in the back seat.
No one can take this guy from me. So.
Yep. Nope. None of that is true, and also it's all your fault.
Some of it's my fault. Yeah. I the player know this. Asking Silas to acknowledge this, I mean, his ego is such.
Yes,
that,
there'll be a long conversation later about responsibility,
right,
and spell casting through phones.
Well, he's a great and powerful wizard, and some collateral damage is just bound to be a part of that, and that's really that's no one's fault. That's Magic's fault.
Well, no, actually, it is sort of a long-standing rule. I, as the game master, get to put tricks out into the world, and as we all know, tricks are for kids.
Yep.
So of course it's going to be on Silas.
Yep. That sounds right.
And with that horrible and belabored pun off, who would like to recap last week's episode for the lovely, lovely prize of a Benny?
I'm filled with too much shame to do it, honestly. Like I would. I have really good memory of it, but it just, it's a memory of my failures.
Okay, one down. Anyone else? If not, I'll do it.
I think someone in the park should do it. Someone who was there for the 80% of the episode.
Fine. Okay.
I just feel bad doing it because I already get an extra Benny because of my luck benefit, so I tend to let other people do it so that they can also start with 4.
Let's be honest, Zoe needs all the Bennies she can get this week. Honestly, I might not play today because I might just have to sit everything out. So last week, I'm going to start with Benton and Silas. They went on an adventure where they went and did some karaoke together. And then they got a phone call that they should go do an investigation. But also they got a phone call from Analia and Zoe saying, hey, come to the park. There's some stuff going on. And I think that was literally all that happened to them the whole session. Sorry.
It's okay.
Analia and Zoe went on their dates. They went to see Lego Batman Movie 2, which won all of the Oscars and received a perfect 100% score on both Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic.
Yeah, I mean,
very difficult to do.
Foreign film and documentary were really wild. When you look at it was the hands down choice, but it was just a wild moment at the Oscars.
It was the first animated film to ever win everything and be taken seriously.
Yep,
that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Ushering in a new golden age of cinema for us all.
Yeah, and we also got to hear an excerpt from Emily Vanderwerf's review of the film for Vox.com. 6 out of 5 star review. After their date, they decided to go get some lunch and go to the park and eat a little picnic they got at Trader Joe. What was the pun?
Joe Baron?
Joe.
Baron.
Trader Joe Baron.
Trader Joe Baron. Yeah. So they went to the park and were eating beneath the fountain of some sort of fairy type figure when Zoe's ex, David, showed up and said that it was true love. And he had a gang of his lacrosse playing, or his rather lacrosse, right? Yeah, his
Yep.
lacrosse playing pals. And they were all behaving suspiciously, like they had some sort of weird mind control thing going on, which is when David started showing people his phone, which was flashing blue because he'd gotten a text message at some point from someone. And yeah, that was the cause of everything. Analia and Zoe kept like starting to like fight back, and then they get knocked back over again because we're really good at rolling. And Zoe tried too many times to energy suck some of David's friends, which resulted in her passing out and being dragged back to his car. And that's where we left things.
I do feel like it's important to notice that the text message David received was from Zoe's phone.
I don't think that Zoe had that phone in her possession at that time.
It
And
was...
it may have been sent by someone else.
It may have been sent by someone else. Maybe. Just maybe. Yep.
It wasn't from, I don't have a phone.
Anymore.
I don't remember everything.
However, in what I'm now realizing is a serial pattern of behavior, and Analia, you might want to hide your phone because Silas did, in fact, cast something on somebody else's phone as well.
That's right, he did.
And created an app called Faze. Faeze.
Yep.
Which apparently brings up some sort of a map with some glowing lines, but no streets.
I thought it was FAEZ.
Sure. I was just adding the extra E on there, like, ways, but sure, it's Faze. Faze. That's what I said, right?
Yeah.
This isn't my creation. I just roll with this for this game. So they are currently actually at the site of part of the investigation of their very first investigation.
That's right.
Looking at this map and a glowing line that connects somewhere where they are, and in theory connects to somewhere that they want to go to.
Yes, something like that.
Yes, and as we last saw Zoe, she was being bundled off into David's car. And as we last saw Analia, she was being blocked from being helped by people in the park and had crafted a smoke bomb in order to be able to try and distract and escape from them. Does that sound where everyone is? Good?
Something like that, yep.
Excellent. Then go ahead, and Jason, please take 3 bennies. Jay, please take 3 bennies. Blythe, please take 4, and Emily, please take 4.
Thank you.
And now we shall begin. Does anyone have any pressing desire to tell their story at the moment?
I want to wake up.
I mean, I want to use the smoke bomb and go attack David.
Emily, Zoe wakes up.
Oh, well, great. Problem solved.
You're in a white room.
Oh,
all
God.
white.
Oh God.
With no furniture.
No windows and no doors.
Exactly so.
Oh boy.
Am I gonna see like an older version of myself next, and then like a monolith? I don't want to become a star child.
I wasn't quite going to do that, but if you want. In fact, you hear a voice that says, "Don't worry, you're not going to see an older version of yourself or a monolith or become a star child."
I don't understand any of those references.
Oh, Zoe.
But your name might be Moonchild from now on.
Zoe, what do you want?
I want to not be in a room with no windows and no doors. And no curtains.
A door appears in the wall.
Okay. This
It-
feels bad.
It looks like an external household door,
Oh boy.
like the door to the house that you grew up in.
Oh boy. Well, I don't see another way out of here, so I guess I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go knock on it and be like, "Hello."
It feels like a wooden door when you knock on it. It makes a sound like a wooden door.
Okay.
And you can hear some voices from beyond, but not what they're saying. Just that there's two people talking.
That must be my mom and dad. I don't know what else it could possibly be. So I'm gonna open that door and peek my head through.
You
I'm not
open
gonna
the
announce
door.
myself yet.
Okay. You open the door, and as you open the door, it sort of passes through you. You don't really have a choice here. And your perspective changes, and you are looking out from behind the side of like a wall that separates a hallway from a living room, from about the height of 3 feet or so. This is the house you grew up in, and your mother and father are talking in the living room. And the gist of the
great.
conversation is essentially, well, if she's too young, when should we say? I don't know. Can we talk about this another time? No, I think it's important that we figure this out now and have a plan. So they seem to be having some sort of discussion about saying something, probably to you.
There is a thing in the back of my brain that is like tumbles loose, and I'm like, I've done this before. This is like a memory I've had. I've overheard this conversation before, and
Absolutely.
then I realize I'm like 3 feet tall. That's bad. Don't like that. Yeah. I like look to see if I have my phone to see if I can text someone that I'm trapped in my childhood, but I don't. So yeah, I guess I'm just gonna walk forward and see what they're up to. Hey mom.
Oh,
Hey dad. Talk like such a
honey,
baby.
did we wake you? I'm so sorry. We're just having a conversation. It's okay. You need to go back to bed.
Is it about telling me that I'm adopted and that my father is the fairy king Oberon? Because I know what's happening here. I have to solve
not
a
at
trial.
all.
I have to solve a trial so I can escape this memory and get back to my date with my hopefully girlfriend. I kissed her and then I passed out. It was bad. Didn't like it.
Your mother is trying to comfort you and shepherd you back to bed, but your father says, well, isn't that clever?
What, me? Yeah, that's what people say. I'm super clever.
He
It's a
waves
thing.
his hand and your mother disappears.
Oh, okay.
Well, we haven't had a chance to talk. Please come in and have a seat.
Does your name start with an O?
Well, names are a very powerful currency, and I don't believe it is time for a full introduction. But I am your father, your real father. And you realize that you are back in your adult body and form, dressed as you were when you got put into the car.
That's a relief. I mean, real father would be the guy who raised me, right? Like you just kind of like left me in the woods. That's my understanding.
He smirks and says, and it's still the body and the face is of your real father, the one who raised you. Smirks and says, "Forgive me, your progenitor."
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, my food processor. Yeah, I need to get out of here so I can go save the day or whatever. I realize that like you want me to be like a time bomb that will end the human race, but I'm fond of the human race, so I'm not going to do that.
If you wish to leave, you may do so at any time. And he gestures, and the door to the front door of the house. You can see like the latches unlatch; it doesn't open, but the lock undoes, and the looks like it could be opened at any time. But if you have any questions, I thought this might be a good time to answer some of those. No guarantees.
Why don't we cut to some of my other friends while I think about that?
All right. Wipe.
Star wipe.
Opening credits.
Cold open.
Dong.
And Emily Vanderwerf as Zoe Brown.
Right. With special guest Dame Helen Mirren.
As herself.
So would the two I was about to say the two in the park, but actually all three of you are in parks.
Yeah.
Would Analia or would Silas and Benton? My God, I can't. We've been doing this for months, and I still can't remember your name reliably.
You
which
just
is
did
so
it.
You just did
horrible
it.
for me.
You got it right on. You got it in one.
Yeah. Well,
First try.
It didn't feel that way.
Yeah,
See,
I wanted to.
Super funny in the Lego movie, not funny carrying his own movie.
Okay.
Oh,
I will die
That's-
on. I'll
we're not-
die on this
Whoa,
hill.
We're not doing
I
this
will
again.
die on this hill.
We
I
were
don't
doing
care.
just fine here. Everything was going on just
Hey,
fine.
someone made a reference, and it wasn't me. I didn't start this.
No, I wanna examine the rose that we found in the abandoned lot that is standing in for the tower that doesn't exist yet in this timeline. Nope. Am I the only Dark Tower fan?
No, I got it as well. I just was throwing myself back to. Did we say that there was a rose?
No,
I
no.
was like,
that's fine.
You
No, but
just
there are
said there
some-
was like a grassy abandoned lot, and I was like, is there a rose?
but there are some weird statues. But really, also, our friends are in trouble. So we're in the park with our. Are we still in the cab, or did the cab drop us off here? I think the cab.
No, he dropped you off. You guys
So-
had him drop you off when FaZe said that. Oh, you can go where you need to go from here.
Yep. So we need to follow. I guess this. I'm assuming these are ley lines that we're following, Silas.
Yeah.
So okay, I guess we should that's not going to be good. We should follow it though.
Well,
to try to get to the other park because they're not here.
Well, the thing could be that if things are intersecting correctly in the Fae, every forest can lead to every forest, and I wonder if perhaps the same could apply to a park here.
Ooh.
That I haven't researched that, but it stands to reason that every park is every other park to a degree.
Oh.
And if we can, cross the streams here, then we could emerge in the park that we want to be in.
I like the sound of that. How do we have to like step on the ley line or something?
I have no idea.
Oh. Well, I mean I don't know from magic, so that sounds like magic. So
yeah, it does.
So the little icon on the FaZe map shows what's highlighted is the person walking.
Mm-hmm.
There's just like a person walking by the park that this is highlighting?
No. I'm sorry. In the app,
Mm-hmm.
there are various modes of transportation, and they're highlighted depending on what it's showing you, how it's going. And what's currently highlighted is the person walking.
Oh,
And
right.
it's showing to go a little farther ahead into the park.
Okay, is there like a circle of mushrooms icon or no? Okay.
Okay, I guess we keep following the phase here into
if
the
I had
park.
thought of that, yes, but but no, I'm not that clever.
All right.
So if you follow that path, do you follow that path?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yep. We're following that path.
You follow that path, and it leads to a small area that is bare. Like there's no grass, no weeds, no detritus.
No windows.
Since this is no, because it's outside, so
Yeah.
you don't need any windows. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
No detritus, but what you do see is that there are along the edge of this sort of barren area, there are little cairns that are placed around. So like only like 3 or 4 rocks apiece, just like little. You probably wouldn't have even noticed, except that you're looking specifically for something like this, and they form sort of a rough circle in this barren area, and that's where the app wants you to step to.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Hold on, let me just make sure that I'm not gonna like screw any of this up with all of my I don't do magic stuff.
Okay, while you're checking that, I'm gonna cast Detect Arcana, if that's all right.
Okay, absolutely.
Get a sense of what's going on here. Oh, okay. Well, that's I'll take that's a 5. Successful cast. My D12 came up a 1. I like panicked.
Oh God! All right. Yep. Nope. I think I'm okay. So what?
Okay. You do your magic eyeliner, and you can
It's also
tell
just
that-
time to redo an eyeliner. I mean, at this point in the night.
Yeah.
Right. You can see that it is radiating. Excuse me, geomantic magic.
Mm-hmm.
So that your supposition, this is some sort of ley line, appears to be correct. And it's strongly associated with the feeling of travel. But you don't get any other sense off of it based on that roll.
Okay. Well,
But you
Benton,
can definitely tell that you are likely in the right place for whatever this is going to do.
Benton, this is definitely going to do what we need it to do.
All right. Definitely.
Yep.
You are 100% sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt in my mind.
Okay. I'm following you.
Okay. We should probably hold hands.
Okay. We can do that.
There's no out of character. There's no precedent for that. It's just Silas wants to hold Benton's hand.
I'm just going with it.
Okay.
Okay. Silas and Benton hold hands and walk into the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Cool,
And
cool.
nothing seems to happen. You look down at the phone, and there is sort of a slow pulse on the location that you're now on,
Mhm.
and a line that, like a blue line that highlights and goes off of the map
Mm-hmm.
into another direction.
Well, you might have to click the thing there, Ben.
Oh, okay. I'll click the thing, or do we just follow the line?
Well, we're on the thing, so if you click that spot, it should activate.
All right, I do that. I mean, that's what I do. I just click the thing.
Okay. You click the thing and vanish from the location in the park. Analia.
Beep,
You
boop,
are-
beep, and then we're somewhere else.
Pretty much, I hope.
So, Analia, when we saw you had been frustrated in your attempts to catch up with David. You're being blocked out by new converts to true love, and you had concocted. You
No,
made
you had it right the first time.
a smoke bomb out of materials that you had in your backpack of alchemical delight.
Yep.
the ball is in your court. What would you like to do?
Throw that smoke bomb and get around those fuckers and run over to David.
Okay.
Stop him
You-
from spreading.
Okay. We determined that the smoke bomb was going to work, so you throw it at your feet, and it billows out, obscuring sight lines in all directions, in a fairly wide radius. You start running around the people who are blocking you and towards some other forms that you see through the smoke. Do you have any sort of ability to see through
I have
darkness or
I
obscuring
have
or anything?
infravision.
I'm sorry, what?
I have infravision.
Okay.
I can detect and see heat.
Okay. So you are definitely able to use that sense in order to avoid the people around you who are kind of flailing around and looking. And you can see that there is another group of people that's shortly in front of you. It looks like it's 4 or 5, maybe 6 that are kind of moving around. You're not sure which one is David, though.
Okay. Well, I am going to, I saw where he was standing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, let's assume I, ran kind of in that direction. I see more people. I guess I'm just going to try and... Who has a lacrosse stick? Can I see that?
Give me a notice roll. And it's not that it's that I think it's reasonably room temperature, so I'm not sure how well it's going to stand out and who's holding it.
Fair. This is why I asked. Reroll that. That could be better. Okay, well, I got a 5.
Okay. 5 is good enough for you to determine which one of the figures is holding the lacrosse stick. As you do, you see some of the other figures around presumably him nod and start to kind of fan out, forming like a human wall.
There's still smoke in the way?
Yeah, but it's probably going to clear away in just a second or two.
Okay, well, while I still have that advantage, I'm going to duck between their legs and go for him.
Okay. I guess that is
I'll have the cover of it.
no, I want to take that into consideration. I'm just trying to figure out what, when you say duck between their legs, are you actually going like belly and elbows? Because you're pretty tall and not.
I'm tall and very skinny. So are they making a wall linking arms?
Sort of like they're standing in a line about half an arm's length from each other. So there's not enough space for a person to walk through without brushing them.
That's kind of what I was picturing. It's I kind of duck down and kind of dive through that. Because I'm very so that's more, but I wasn't sure if they were linked arms and then I would have to go through a different way. But if they're about if they're about a little bit apart, me being as skinny as I am could probably go whoop and slide through. Especially
okay. Okay. I'm not sure whether that would be stealth or agility or athletics. So why don't you pitch me on what you think it is?
I was thinking, I was thinking agility because it's about how quickly she's trying to do it. Because even if
Okay.
they notice her, if she does it fast enough, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's more about getting David.
Then roll your agility. Is that another Benny?
Yep.
Just as long as that wasn't a critical.
No.
Okay.
That was a 7 or a 6. I keep forgetting about my wound.
Okay. Great. You are able to slip through the to slip through to the people that are standing there, and as the smoke clears, you see David, with his back to you, walking towards the car.
Yep. And I'm going to tackle him.
All right. That's going to be an athletics check. And that's going to be an opposed athletics check.
Yep.
And I will I'm going to give you a +2 bonus because due to surprise.
Okay.
So I think you're at a total of a +1.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, wrong die.
Okay. I'm at a 10.
Okay. That beats my 7, but not enough for a raise. So you tackle him, and both of you fall to the ground with you on top of him.
Yep. Where's his phone? Is it in his hand?
You don't see his phone.
I start patting him down for his phone.
Okay. Well, I think that we're going to need to figure out who's going first at this point.
That's fair. But that's like Analia's thought is tackle, get phone.
Okay. I'm going to deal you a card, and then I'm going to take 2 cards. One's going to be for David, one's going to be for everybody else.
Fair.
You get the King of Diamonds. Very good card. Very strong. I get the 8 of Hearts for David, and the Ace of Diamonds for everybody else.
Great.
They're just going to look around for a moment. They're following the last instructions. So go ahead.
Okay. So as I have him pinned down, Analia is going to start immediately just searching for his phone.
Okay. So you're just going to try and pat him down?
I guess maybe I should try to knock him out first. That might be a good idea. Yeah, okay. I guess she's going to try and get him kind of stunned, knock him out.
Okay. How do you want to do that?
I've tackled him. I'm going to put him in an arm bar and try to put him to sleep. That's a fighting move.
Okay, so you're going to try and wrap your arm around his neck and put a sleeper hold on him?
I was like, something like that.
Okay. I don't think that Analia has any sort of knowledge of martial arts or
I have a D6.
Wrestling holds or anything like that.
I mean, I have a D6 in fighting, so I feel like I have whatever Pembroke trains you to know how to do, and I felt I feel like because we're investigators, we have to go through some level of self-defense training.
Okay. Give me that opposed check.
I'm so nervous. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Me too.
Oh god.
Ah! Fuck. It's a 4.
Okay, with my reroll, I got an 11.
Yeah. I could.
So
I have 1 Benny left.
So you reach down and try and get your arm around him. To as I'm being told, is a Darcy hold, Darcy choke, and it's not effective. You can't get the right leverage, and he gets his chin down in the way and kind of like struggles and throws you off. He's going to flip over and kind of elbow you in the face, or elbow you to try and get you off of him. So let me grab that.
Is this also an opposed check?
This is just a straight fighting roll. He's not trying to grapple with you. He's just trying to hurt you and get you off of him. 5. Does that beat your parry?
Yes.
Okay.
I was about to be like, wait, no. Yeah, it does. Parry is a 4.
Just a single die. 7. Does that beat your toughness?
Toughness is a 4.
Okay. So he doesn't manage to actually injure you, but you are shaken.
Good.
So you'll have to throw off that condition before you can make an action on the next turn. And then he shouts out. He shouts out to his followers, "Get a hold of her and don't let her interfere." Your next action is on a 2 of spades.
Oh, good.
His is on a 5 of clubs.
Wow.
And his followers are on the 9 of diamonds. It's hard to read them backwards in the in the image. So all 1, 2, 3, 4, all 6 of the people who were standing around and confused by the smoke bomb converge on you and go to restrain you. So I'm going to roll for them. Because there's so many of them, they're going to be at a very large advantage, but it is an opposed roll for this. They're essentially just trying to grapple and hold you back.
Yep. What is my roll to oppose?
So it'll be athletics.
Good. I'm so good at that.
And my total is a 7.
Shit, my wound. 6. Because of the wound.
Oh.
Okay, so they have you entangled and surrounded, and you're gonna have a real tough time getting out of that cordon of people who are all just hands on you, grabbing, preventing you from moving or doing anything in that case. So that was the thing that I didn't get redone. So we'll worry about that in a moment and see if I can find the entangled rules, because I have a new computer, everyone, and I didn't bring over all the files that I needed, so please pardon me.
I can look up entangle if that helps.
That would be excellent. Thank
Okay.
you very much. So then it is David's turn, and David just moves. He moves to the BMW and gets in the car. And then Analia, it is up to you. So first you need to make a spirit roll to see if you can become unshaken.
Let's try this. 4.
4 is good enough, so you can take an action.
Cool. How do I break entangled?
Oh, and I just want to say that was including your wound.
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Okay. So I'm just getting an update here. Entangled, the victim can't move and is distracted as long as he remains so. Bound, we don't need to worry about at the moment. So distracted means you're also you're taking a -2 to your actions because there's people and everything on there. So I think that drops you to a 2, which won't unshake you. So do you want to reroll?
I only have 1 Benny left. Yeah, I guess. Nope, that's a critical failure.
Okay.
That reroll was a crit fail.
Well, it's not a crit fail because you can't, when you spend a Benny, you don't get a crit fail. You can override that. You take whatever was better of your 2 rolls. So you didn't crit fail, but you did fail. So you remain shaken, so you can't take an action, so you can't try and break free of this. So I think that what happens is after the craziness of the last few minutes, you can only sort of stand there surrounded by people as David gets in the car and drives away. And on that super depressing montage,
Oh,
I think we're going to cut away for a moment. This is the Act 2. Everything has gone to shit.
oh boy.
Zoe, do you have some questions that you would like to ask this individual?
I do indeed.
Okay.
So I look at him and I kind of size him up. Tilt my head to the side. I do have questions. Important ones.
Well, I believe the tradition on your realm is 3. So let's start there.
First, does Analia like me, or is it like a thing where I've somehow wiped her brain and she thinks she likes me? Because I think I like her.
The being's face is much like mine. in a really? Okay, you have 3 answer questions and this is one you're going to ask? By the way, I love it. Please take a Benny because that was amazing and I'm here for it. But the being is a little bit nonplussed and says, it is not for me to know the hearts of mortals or half mortals, but I believe that she does.
Cool. So I still get, since you couldn't answer that one, I still get my other 3.
I never promised you complete answers, only the best that I'm able to at this time.
Okay, so my uncle Silas is doing something with the Kuchan Fair. Yeah, can you just tell me what that's all about?
The Kushan Far?
Yes, that.
He smiles faintly and says, your Uncle Silas is not involved with the Kushan Far except to thwart their plans.
These aren't great answers. I hope you know that. These are incomplete answers. Okay. All right. Okay, so you're my dad.
Cryptic Oracle remains cryptic.
Look, you can just tell me, are you Oberon or what?
Given those options, I am what?
That's a real disappointment. I've been dining out on that for months. And you're just some guy. All right, fine. Okay. Look, I'm sure you'll come and find me again. It'll be weird and cryptic. Could I maybe get like a boost of energy so I can go beat some people up? I gotta go like see about a girl.
The distance between you starts to elongate and accelerate, and your words are like echoing down the hallway of perception between you and the entity, and it goes black.
It's good seeing you. I think I have your eyes. Bye.
You owe me 21 years of birthday presents and Christmas gifts.
Let me pay my rent.
Silas and Benton. Also, everything has gone black around you. You can't see anything. Your own bodies, your own selves included.
Am I still holding Benton's hand?
You can still feel each other's hands. Yes.
Okay.
Good. That's the important part.
See, it was a good idea to hold hands, wasn't it?
It was. You were smart.
And a glowing blue line stretches out in front of you. It would, if you are in the bodies that you're used to, it would be two steps for you to get on that path.
All right.
Can't tell where it goes to, only that it stretches out into the distance.
All right. Let's do so.
Yeah, let's move forward.
Taking a step onto the path, everything shoots past you in a hyper accelerated fashion, and you find yourself at a junction where there are 3 lines that appear to coincide with where you are now. They're all glowing blue.
Okay, what are these, Benton? What are we supposed to do with this? Does my Detect Arcana give me any clues here, or is that still?
The problem with your Detect Arcana is that everything is
right.
registering.
Everything is magic.
At this moment.
Yep.
It's like casting Detect Water in the at the bottom
Nailed
of the
it.
ocean.
There's magic here. I got this one. There's magic here. Okay. So, is there anything to indicate a choice of these 3 directions? Any way to get information about these? And when you say 3, is one of them back the way we came and there's 2 coming off, or this line splits into 3 more lines?
This line splits into 3 more lines.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So it's not so much that it splits, it's that it stopped, and then within a pace of where the line ended, there are 3 other lines.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
So we have been using what? Occult or spell casting, or
we've had a mix of those things, I think.
Okay. I don't think occult plays into it. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to use occult as a way of gauging how much research and information you would have about ley lines. Does that sound fair?
Okay. Yep. Let's see. That is a D8. Oh, the 6 and the 8 are acing.
Ooh.
Okay, so 8 plus 4 is 12. I'll take the 12.
Great. Yeah, I had a penalty in there, but I forgot to tell you what it was, but that's still, you did great. So you know that ley lines connect various locations that are similar in power, not and often similar in terms of like locale. But in general, things that bear a similarity maintain lines between various places. So they don't. But and in many cases they don't cross. Like there are ones that will. They may like sort of occupy the same space, but they don't. You can't like switch one to the other. You can't like if you're on the park ley line, you can't suddenly switch to the library ley line.
Right.
Totally different systems, even though a path may crisscross over each other.
Yeah, they don't actually intersect. They go sort of over under.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Like a tunnel or a bridge over that location.
But you can't like hop off the subway while it's going to get on another subway train. Like,
or to get on a city bus and head to a different place. However, places that have intersections of ley lines, regardless of what flavor they are, tend to have they tend to be very powerful. And even people who are not adept in magic can sense that there is something about that location. And so you will often find places of power that have been built there, places of worship that have been built there, other places that people might consider sacred, or if you're more academically inclined, just have a lot of ambient magic in order to be able to power things.
Sure.
That's just sort of background information that you have. Based on that, what you can tell is that the intensity of the glow of the lines is going to correspond to the closer that they work in relation to the initial junction that you started from. So there are many different types of parks. The ones that are most similar to the one where you started are going to have the strongest glow, even though that's not necessarily the strongest place.
Okay. Yep.
There are 3 parks that you know of in the area that could have been mentioned in the brief description that you got over the phone. So it's just trying to determine which one seems the most like the one that was mentioned.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, the one that was most like the one that you were coming from. In order to be able to identify which one is which.
Oh, right, because that would be a park with a statue.
Right.
Okay.
So with that knowledge, you're able to tell that the one on the right side is glowing slightly more strongly.
Okay.
And would likely be headed in the correct direction.
Park with a statue, at least. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Benton? I think it's the one on the right.
Okay. I'm trusting you. I don't know anything about no magic.
There should be a park with a statue at the end of this one.
All right,
and
let's try it.
Sort of lead us forward to step onto that line.
Yep, let's do it to it.
Same effect. The whooshing, only this time instead of the darkness that you had before, when you see the end of the line speeding up, you suddenly slam into the light and stumble forward onto the grass of a city park.
Okay.
All right.
Appearing sort of back at the tree line, and in the distance you can see, not too far in the distance, but ahead of you can see a big circle, an area that's been cleared out. There's a fountain and a statue, and then a bunch of people. There's some milling around near the statue, but there also seems to be a big crowd of them off to one side.
And a cloud of smoke?
No cloud of smoke.
Oh, okay.
But a big crowd, a crowd of like 6 or 7 people who are all kind of clustered together and hanging on to them, and one of them is taller than the others.
Okay.
All right.
The one in the middle.
All right, let's go towards the cluster of people.
Yep.
It is Analia, surrounded by a bunch of people in the park.
Cool.
Who are saying things like, "Don't you know it's true love? You can't stand in the way of true love."
Yeah.
All right. Can I do some things?
You absolutely can do a thing. Everyone can do a thing, and then we'll see what that takes us if we go into combat or not.
I would like to take out my revolver
Mm-hmm.
and shoot it in the air.
Okay. One shot, two shots?
Just one shot. Just trying
Okay.
to get everyone's attention.
You have it. Someone screams, someone runs away.
Do the people?
Everyone's eyes turn to look and see what is going on.
I look at the guys holding Analia and say, "Let her go." I suppose I'm not going to fire it, but I suppose I will gesture in their general direction with my handgun.
Okay. With good trigger discipline, I assume. Finger
Very good
off.
trigger discipline. Yeah. I'm not actually aiming at them.
Just gesturing.
Yes.
Just
I know this isn't
direction.
I know this isn't Benton, but the image that happens to pop into my head is Roger Rabbit waving the going, all right, you palookas.
Yes.
Great. That sounds like an intimidation roll to me.
All right. Well then.
And you know what? I'm going to give you a bonus. Part of it is a circumstance bonus, and part of it is a bonus based off of your otherworldly and deathliness.
Oh right, yeah, because I'm creepy.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you a total of a +3 to this roll.
+3. Cool. Hold on 1 second. That is with the +3 a 10.
Okay, that's going to beat the stuffing out of my 2.
Woohoo!
So they what is it you say? Step away from her?
I said, basically do the old aliens. Get away from her, you creeps.
I was thinking, hey, you, get your damn hands off her.
Get your damn hands off of her. Yep.
Okay, there is some confusion, but they all kind of like step away. Many of them have hands sort of in the air and
As
just saying,
well they should.
look, we just believe in true love. True love is the most powerful thing in the world. You can't stand against it.
All of you shut up.
Analia, you are free from the crowd of people. You've thrown off the shaking condition. Your friends are here to help.
Aaliyah immediately runs up to both of you and is just like, David took Zoe.
Where?
I don't know. He took her in a car. He's spreading some kind of magical virus. I'm guessing it's from when Silas tried to dispel or whatever it was through the phone, but every time he shows the phone to people, it turns them into that.
Well, which way was the car? What direction did they go in?
I see, because I was...
You were able to see the car like pull out of the lot of the park and make a left, but beyond that you don't know.
I saw it make a left out of the park. I have no idea. I don't know where he's taking her.
Out of character, did we go to where David lives to pick up the car the time that we borrowed it?
Oh,
I think that we did.
We might have.
And then
I'll say so, sure.
He had to like get a ride home or something because we didn't take him home.
Yeah,
but like
we did not take him home.
I think we went to his place to get the car one time. Okay.
Yeah, but we need a way to get there. I'm gonna text Zoe and just make sure she's okay. She might be able to tell us where he's headed or put a
Yeah. Text Zoe. Wait, can I grab one of these jabronis here?
To make sure we're on the same page understanding wise, the lacrosse players that came with David have all left with David as well. Okay. So there are other people here in the park,
but they're not the lacrosse players.
They're not
right.
David's
Got
roommates who
all
listen to Dave Matthews.
Who cares about these jabronis? Go away.
These are all new converts.
Okay.
Go away. Whatever, jabronis.
So they haven't like left. They've stopped interfering, but they keep saying, you can't get in the way of this. This is meant to be. This is destiny. This is how it's This is how it's supposed to happen.
I know what's. I'm gonna try to shut this off, you guys.
Good.
And
You caused the problem.
I didn't. I didn't.
Yes.
No, this isn't me. The internet did this.
You don't know. No.
You cast a spell through his phone. He tried to show it to me. Thankfully, it didn't affect me.
Well, they twisted it. That's what happened. Right now, there's nothing between me and the subject.
Fail at casting it?
No, that's not what happened. They twisted it after I sent it, and the internet, they rotted it from the inside.
I don't think that's what happened.
And it's like, Zoe, tell us where you are. Like, give me access to your GPS.
And I would like to cast Dispel on this group of people.
Yes, I know you would. There's no answer to your text. At least not yet.
Yeah, but she just.
Of course. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 people who are all like not like they're staying back from you because one of you has a gun and is very scary and inherently reminds them all of their own mortality, even though love is the one thing that conquers death.
Yes.
Which is sort of keeping them here and listening to what they're saying. So if you were to try and cast Dispel Magic, I'm going to require more power points from you than normal, since you're trying to affect multiple people simultaneously.
Yeah, I think the group cast is usually like +1 power point.
If you have that up, why don't we see what rules is written say before I make up something ridiculous?
Yep. Let's see. Well, let me go to Dispel first, but I don't know if maybe Dispel doesn't have a group option. That's the other thing that could happen.
Yeah. And don't forget the group options at the beginning of the spell cast, or the power options at the beginning of the
now
spell
it
cast.
also says it has no effect on permanent enchantments. So if this is a permanent thing, I can't dispel it.
Doesn't it further say that you can pour more points to temporarily disrupt it?
Well, let's see. Modifier for +1 power points, Dispel can disrupt enchanted devices. And it doesn't say anything about whether it's okay. What I'm trying to do is interrupt a power. So I don't know how that works with a group of people who are being affected by the same power.
I'm inclined to charge a PowerPoint per person that you're trying to affect.
Oh, well, here's if this is helpful, like for stun, doing area of effect is +2/+3 if I need, so it's like for a medium blast versus large blast. So if that
okay, add +2, add a total of +3, +2 for the zone, and +1 for the disrupting a permanent effect.
Okay, so +3, normal cost is 1, so total of 4. That is exactly how many power points I have left. So that's I'll have to charge up after this.
Perfect wash.
Okay, I thought I was gonna have to short it there for a second, but that is exactly how many I had. Okay, we're spending a penny on that.
Is that the last time I remember we spoke? You had 12.
What do you
left?
12 what?
12 power points.
Oh.
And then you cast, and then since then you cast a spell on the phone, and you cast another detect magic.
Did I cast a spell on the phone?
Detect Arcana.
Yeah, I think I've done detect a couple times. So let's recount. So from 12, detect is 2, so 10,
That's 10.
8, and then what did I do to the phone? I don't know what I cast on it.
That I think that was your second detect.
Oh, okay.
One was on the phone, and then you cast one separately when you got to the park.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
And I'm ruling that was still in effect when you walked through the gateway.
Okay, so do I actually have 8 power points left?
So you have 8 power points.
Okay, great. So I'm using 4, and I just aced my 12.
Fantastic.
So 12 plus 7 is 19
Okay.
on the group dispel that I'm spending 4 more. So now I'm down to 4 power points.
You are now at 4. Okay. You see them all like kind of shake their heads confusedly, and somebody says like, I don't even like Disney tropes. What the hell, man? And some people look like confused, and then
I just want to thank
and then,
everyone for coming out to open mic night. This was a huge success. It could not have gone any better. Thank
oh my
you so
god,
much
he's got a gun.
That is a prop, everyone.
Someone's
We explained
their
this
phone
at the
out,
start of the show.
dialing 911.
No, look, that was a prop for his spoken word piece that he did. We went over that at the start. I'm sorry if anyone was startled. But thank you everyone for coming to the show. This was a huge success. We will be back next week. You all have the programs. We will look forward to seeing you next time. Everyone is welcome to bring a piece, limited to time, of course, but it is time for us. Our permit says we have to shut down at this time. So
Persuasion.
Yeah, okay.
He tried the mind flashy thingy.
Do I get my free reroll for this for being
Yeah, that's
charismatic?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take the 6.
Okay. Good enough. Yeah, with some confused muttering, and I don't. Do you have the program? I don't have the program. The couples and the individuals sort of wander off and leave you alone. The 3 of you are in the park.
Okay. I call Terry or Teddy? Terry. I call Terry at the office.
Hey, how's it going? How's the?
It's
how's
going
the,
great.
The,
It's
the,
going great.
The meeting
Terry?
over at the conference center.
Terry?
Did you guys figure out the?
No.
Yeah. What?
Other fresh cases came up. I need you to. Can you ping Zoe's phone and give me the location?
Well, you know she's on a date. I don't want to. Interrupt the.
You don't worry about that. It's just really important that we know where Zoe is right now. I can explain it all later.
Okay. If it's an emergency, I can do it for you.
It is an emergency, so
that's
please.
not Terry's voice, but that's fine.
It's close enough.
The judges will allow it.
So you're asking him to ping the phone?
That's right, to ping the phone and give me the location.
Okay. He does so, and you're able to get a response from it, and it is in motion.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like it is heading towards the college campus,
Cool.
or maybe to a house that is nearby that campus. You know from previously that David lives in a fraternity house just off of on the row of the campus of the school. So
awesome.
Probably heading there.
Awesome. I turned to Silas and can you flag us down a cab or Analia, someone other than me, because they don't like to pick me up. Sigh.
Looks at Silas.
Yeah, I can get us a car. Yep.
I'm not driving it. Just flag down a cab.
Ideally, Nick, what I would like to find is some people who have gotten out of their car for a second and are taking pictures or something on their night trip to downtown Covenant.
Sure, but I want Benton and Silas, I want you to make me both a common knowledge roll.
No.
Oh boy.
What happens if you don't have it?
It's a D4 minus 2.
Okay.
But I'm going to just brevet you a D4 because of the wheelhouse that this happens to.
Oh, okay.
Hinge on.
All right.
Wait, no, 4.
I
got a 4.
Gifts.
Okay.
My 4 is acing. It's a 5.
Great. Both of you recall that there is an arboretum on campus that would probably get you there. Like if you were to use phase,
Is that where boats go?
an arboretum.
Yeah. That's a serious.
No.
I don't know. Jason
Oh,
doesn't
no,
know what
I'm sorry.
arboretum is.
I apologize. It's a foresting area. It's where they like have the plants for
arbor.
their
That makes sense. Yeah.
right
Okay.
for their horticulture program that they
Yeah, I
have
should
there.
probably know that word.
like a greenhousey kind of situation.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of an
So it's where
outdoor-
boats go.
Yes.
It's where boats go.
It's where boats go before they become boats.
Yep.
Yes.
That's where they grow the boats and then they cut them
Yeah.
down. To,
So I do love the arbor harbor connection there. It was really nice.
Yeah.
I liked it.
The arboretum. So
Yeah.
That's where we're going.
So you know,
Grow.
What?
yeah,
Where they grow. It's where the boats grow.
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
It's my favorite book.
So just as a piece of information, you know that there is a area that probably has a good connection to some sort of park or forested area or something like that.
Okay.
Right. Cool.
Okay. So let's just use your app, Benton. That was a good thing that you found earlier.
Oh, right. Good point. Yeah, let's try that. So
Analia, do you have everything you need? Are you okay? Are you injured?
I mean, technically, yes. I don't know I don't remember how she got injured. I think she got hit in the face. Oh, she has a black eye.
But do you have wounds? To ask the game question.
Yes, but I was saying to you in game, it looks like she has a black eye.
Oh, okay.
But yes, I have a wound.
Can I? Do you want help with that, or is it like a style thing?
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about it. Yeah, that'd probably be good.
Okay, I just have to touch your cheek. So, I'll cast heal. I think a 5 is probably going to do it since I don't really need a raise. So yeah, I cast heal, and I think that's 3 more. I'll look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's 2, but I trust you to keep track.
Yeah, I think it's like a weirdly pricey one.
Oh,
because it's
might
really
be.
powerful. Yeah, it's 3, so I'm down to 1 power point. I'm
Okay.
going to set a die here to be my PowerPoint counter.
Okay.
But worth it, because wounds are a real pain. No pun intended.
All the puns intended.
Not by me.
Okay. So the swelling goes down and the edema clears up, and you feel fine, Analia.
Thank you. Now, how are we getting to Zoe?
Benton knows how to do it.
Apparently, we can travel on ley lines now. Against maybe my better judgment, but it worked out well. Silas did a magic to my phone.
I didn't.
And now I've got it. You did a magic.
No,
to my
I
phone.
discovered it was on your phone. The power was yours.
It's really, you know what? We can discuss that later. But now my phone shows us where ley lines are, and we can ride ley lines from a spot to another spot that's similar, and we can go to the arboretum on campus from that spot right over there.
Arboretum's where they grow trees, by the way. In case you
Yeah,
didn't know.
apparently, yes.
That's
I know.
okay. Well, not everyone knows, so I just
Yeah,
thought
not everyone knows things.
Yeah.
No, not
Oh,
everyone
okay.
knows, but I'm more concerned about getting to the Arboretum on campus
Trust,
Yep.
trust me, this is going to be a thing.
and having Silas undo his thing.
Undo what
we-
thing?
This is because you cast a spell over the phone.
Oh, right. Yeah. So they probably the internet ate it and then twisted it.
Don't think that's what happened, but let's just deal with that on the B side. There'll be plenty of time for an after action report where we can discuss how all of this is Silas's fault. But between now and then, let's just go.
I just don't know what he's going to do to her, so we have to get going.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what I'm saying, and this will get us there like immediately. So I lead Analia and Silas back towards the magic spot of magicness.
Okay. You go back to the tree line, and there is a little fair ring of toadstools there.
Hmm?
And with the app open, as you step, describe to me what you're doing here. You're at the ring.
We're at the ring, so I'm looking.
Are you holding hands again? Or are you just walking into it?
Should we link arms
plan?
like the
We'll link
Golden
arms.
Brick Road?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The yellow brick road?
Nope.
Yes.
The Golden Brick Road
Golden
in this
Brick
world.
Road. The Golden Brick Road.
I'm not good with words today.
That's okay. I find that amusing though. So why don't the three of you each take a penny?
Woohoo!
Oh, all right. I will.
Thank you, kind game master.
All right. So you link arms. You step into the
Into the fairy circle.
the fairy circle with the app open.
Mm-hmm.
And you are once again in the dark place with a ley line in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I'm going to move over to Zoe. Zoe. You wake up again, and you're in a room, but you recognize this room. It's David's room over at the fraternity house. And you are lying on a couch that he has in his room. It's set up in front of the big TV, and there's like a Xbox controller off to one side, and inside the room are a couple of lacrosse brothers. Because I've determined this fraternity is also very into lacrosse.
It's
Aren't
just
they all?
Yeah, but they haven't seemed to notice that you are awake yet. If you wish to keep it that way, or if there's anything else you'd like to do. But it is, 21-year-old college student messy.
So it probably smells real bad.
Mm-hmm.
Are we on the second or third floor or something like that?
It's the second floor. He has one of the nice corner rooms that gets good light.
I would know this because I've been in this room before. Is there one of these windows that would be an easier drop out of than another?
I feel like you would have snuck out.
Sure. The one on the north side looks out over some bushes.
Okay.
The one on the west side is pretty much just is concrete out to the back patio.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sneak over to the one with the bushes and open it and jump out, which sounds like 16 actions. So
No. You can. It's give me a stealth check.
oh god, I don't think I have stealth. That sounds like a thing Zoe wouldn't have. I bet I thought that was funny at the time. Let's see
So
here.
it's a D4 -2.
Oh no, I do have stealth. I have a D4 in stealth, but
Great.
all right. Okay.
So D4 on your wild die, and let's see what happens.
Beat, don't fail me now. Actually, even if I fail this, I'm just gonna keep it because I think that would be funny. Oh, but I aced both.
Ooh, fantastic.
So it's a 7 on the wild and a 7 on the so it's 7 either way.
Okay, that's enough for raise, but not or enough for a success, but not quite enough for raise. So you are you ease yourself off of the sofa because you know where it squeaks, which side of it squeaks. So you kind of adjust and roll off. They haven't noticed you. You walk over to the window and you start opening up the window, and it is now open. And there obviously is a little bit of a breeze and some traffic sounds that are coming through. And I think at this point they're going to notice what's going to happen.
Makes total sense, but I'm gonna jump for it.
Okay, so let's do an initiative about it.
Okay.
3 of hearts.
Thanks.
Sorry. Higher than that. 7 of hearts. I need to like not have this mirrored because I can't read anything in it. So they turn and they notice and they go, "No, what are you can't leave. It's true love." And they run and try and tackle you. An opposed athletics check, please.
Okay. Let me double check my athletics. I think that's D6. Yes. Yes. Seven.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll my 4.
Sticking with my 7.
Well, and I did even worse. So, they the two of them grab for you, but they get in each other's way, and they kind of get entangled with each other, and you are and they're unable to prevent you from taking your action.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump out the window.
Great. Aiming for the bushes, or
Yeah,
how do you want to do this?
Aiming for the
Great.
bushes. Yeah.
Okay, give me an athletics roll. Let's see how well you land.
It'd be fun if I broke my leg right now, wouldn't it?
Oh God, a real misery situation.
But I got a 5.
Okay, 5 is good enough. You're gonna get out of the window. You're gonna sort of land in the bushes. You're gonna take some some scrapes, but nothing too serious. The time that you were out has reduced your fatigue penalty to 1.
Great.
You did get some rest, but it's not fully gone. But that's okay. Your rolls were still good enough that we don't have to. Nothing changed in this situation. And you're out there, and you hear shouting from inside the fraternity house, and you only have moments before everyone starts to run out and try and corral you again.
They're tracking my phone, right? So I must have it.
They were tracking your phone. Are you checking for your phone now?
Yes, I'm checking for my phone. I'm starting to run, but checking for my phone as I go.
You don't have your phone.
I knew that would be the case. Fortunately, I don't know anyone's number. Because I just have them saved in my contacts.
Right.
So
right. Why would I need to memorize it? It'll always be in my phone.
But my apartment must be pretty close, so I'm going to sprint for that.
Okay, so you're going to take off and start running for your apartment. Fantastic. I love that idea. People are going to start running after you. So as you hear a clamor and the front door open, and a bunch of the brothers are running after you as well. Let's just do a couple of opposed athletics checks to see how well you're doing. This first one is for you is going to be at a +2 because of surprise. You have a little bit extra on your side.
So +1 ultimately because of the fatigue.
Fatigue, yes, okay, correct. Great. I got a 3. I'm sorry, I got a 5.
I got a 10.
Okay. So adrenaline is pumping through your body. You have gotten off to a good start. We're going to do 2 more to see if you can hold on to that lead.
Okay.
I have an 11.
I'm going to re-roll that. I assume that I'm back to a -1, or do I still have my surprise bonus?
Correct.
Okay. Okay. Well, I got a 3, so guess they're getting closer.
Okay. So they are catching up off the initial lead that you had. They're probably a little bit more rested, and they're highly motivated to run into you. And let's do 1 more here.
Okay.
I have a 7.
I'm re-rolling. I have a 3.
Okay. So in this highly abstract chase, you're running, they're running after you, and they're able to catch up and kind of face off and surround you again. They're really acting in concert the way that they are at their best on the pitch. I assume lacrosse is called a pitch. All you lacrosse stands out there, please tell me if I'm using the wrong terminology. I'd love to know for the future. And really acting like a team. And actually, I mean, if the circumstances weren't what they were, you'd be really happy, because with these kind of moves, they'd definitely go to nationals this year. But of course, it's not super great for you right now in
I
terms of
don't
that.
care if David goes to nationals. I care if I go to nationals.
David says, listen, I know that this is serious and a big step, babe, but you and I were meant to be together. Like, I could feel something when we met, and the more time I spent with you, the more I knew that we were destined to be together. And this just cements it. I know that we're bound together by destiny. Everything you've told me is pointing in that direction. And he holds the phone up for you, or at you rather. So would you please make me a spirit check?
I know. You know what? Now I realize I should have asked that guy how to break people of this spell. Re-rolling.
Okay. Well, what did you get? Like, the only thing I care about, like, I want to know the number. Obviously.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 1. Like, I got a 2 minus 1 is a 1. So
Okay.
I wanted to re-roll. Now I have a 5.
Great. You know what's coming, and so you're able to avert your eyes and resist any sort of influence from the device. So it doesn't appear like you see what he's about to do. You kind of look away. The screen looked normal to you. And so and he says, see, what you wrote, just, it means so much. And I know that everyone wants to celebrate love and wants everyone, us all to be together. It's very important. How often do you see true love actually appear in this world? And he turns to one of the frat boys, and he says, Alan, look, I just don't think enough people believe in true love. Can you help me spread the message? And he tosses his phone to Alan, and Alan goes, absolutely, bro, this is important.
Can I try to catch it instead of him, as he's tossing it? Like, just try to hand out and grab it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
The positioning is no, I guess you're right next to him. Give me let's do an opposed agility about it.
Okay.
And see if you can interfere with the toss.
I cannot. I get a 2.
Okay. My 6 is going to be better than that.
Well, Nick, one thing I wanted to ask is, if this is the point where we come running out of the Arboretum, maybe I could lend a Benny through my ability.
Not quite.
Okay.
But yes, I understand, and that would be super cool.
Yep,
but
that's fine.
In this case, no. So you lunge for it, but he moves out of the way and tosses the phone over to Alan, who says, yeah, I'm on it. And he takes the phone and he heads back into the house. And he turns to everyone else and he says, "You all have been my true brothers, and I need you to help me make sure that Zoe can see how important true love is." And they all nod their head and say, "True love."
I want to turn to David and say, I get it. Yes, this is true love. I'm sorry I didn't see that before. It is the deepest and truest love and the most wonderful relationship I've ever had. And the way you can prove this to me is, the that diamond ring that's in the museum on campus, that beautiful one that used to belong to Abigail Adams, John Adams' wife. That's the ring I want for our wedding day. If you will go get it for me, we could go to the courthouse and get married right now.
Absolutely. If that's what you want, nothing is too much for my babe.
Yeah, I want to see. Yeah, if you guys go get that for me, that would be wonderful.
Great.
I would.
Now,
I'll just wait right here.
Now, why don't we head back to the house and you can get comfortable and we can make sure that that everything's okay. I mean, I know that this is a big change and a big deal, but I want to make sure that you have everything. So why don't we go do that, and then I'll go get that ring for you.
Davey, do you really think you need to bring me back to the house? Look how much I love you. Look how, you know what? Why don't we just go to the student union and I'll sit at the subway, and then you can go, if you want to leave like one of your brothers to watch me, I'll just.
Do you want Subway?
I'm really hungry. Yes, I want Subway, but also I want my ring.
He snaps his fingers and he says, "Brian, go get Subway. What what do you want, my dear, my darling, my one true eternal love?"
Veggie delight on wheat, mustard. I mean Dijon mustard. I think you probably want to have. I like all the veggies. Really, I do. I also really like extra banana pepper. God, what am I doing? And I'm gonna punch David in the face.
All right. Go ahead and punch him. He deserves a punching.
That's a fighting check, I assume.
Yeah. Yep. Roll fighting.
I'm going to spend every last penny I have because this is.
Okay.
It's important to me that this boy get hit in the face.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. His parry is 6.
You have 2 left. I just spent 1. I'm spending my last one.
Okay, go ahead and take a free one. Take an extra Benny.
Okay.
Because your cunning sandwich plan.
I'm spending it right now. I got so close that time, but I keep forgetting I have the -1.
Order the hero you want in the world, right?
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on. Yes. This is all making up for it.
Okay.
That is a 14. A 13.
Okay.
Woo!
That is a success and a raise against his parry, so that's an extra die of damage.
Okay.
So whatever your strength is plus a d6.
Strength is plus a d6. My strength is a d10.
Was it bumped all the way up to a d10 before doing any buffing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't keep track, but that's fantastic. Hopefully you lay him out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go.
You're really gonna blow his mind.
Oof. Okay. Great. Okay, so that is a 9 plus. Yeah, that's a 29.
Yikes. That's a crazy ace. Wow.
Wow. That made up for
I got
everything.
I got the extra d6 damage, right? Because if I didn't, then it's just 19. But
No. You get the extra d6.
yeah, because I aced both d6s of damage, and then I had a 9 on the d10. So
Okay. Let me roll to soak real quick, but I am going to want you to describe this epic punch because it is pretty badass. So villain Benny here, and what did I say his figure is? Okay, great. I have one of those. So toughness is 6, which means that 10 is a raise, 14 is a raise, 18 is a raise, 22 is a raise, 26 is a raise. So that's 5 raises. So that's pretty phenomenal. I just want to see if I can soak any of those. I'm spending another Benny. I want to see if I can do better. I soaked 1, but I want to see if I can soak at least 2. That's a cocked die. I cannot. Describe this for me. You're in a circle. You're in a circle of fraternity bros. You've got David, who is professing his true love to you, and how it's so amazing. He ordered one of the dudes to go get you a sub sandwich exactly the way that you want it, and as you described it, you do what?
So tell me, how far away is Alan with the phone?
He's already left. He's a little far away.
Okay. You know what though? I'm just gonna try and hit him with David.
Okay.
So I rear back and I punch David like going up so that he'll hopefully arc through the sky. I don't want to kill him, so I got to break his fall with something soft.
Oh,
like
sure,
Alan,
of course. Right.
like Alan, his fraternity brother. So I don't want David to die, but hopefully he'll hit Alan and break the phone in the process. Alan's like a football field away, so this is going to be tricky. But I just got the.
He's not that far away, and Alan's a good choice because Alan, while he's in the fraternity, is not. He's not one of the lacrosse players. He's sort of their resident geek. And so he's a little softer than the other lacrosse players. So you're gonna just arc him out, lay him out that way. First of all, take a Benny because this is fantastic and I kind of love it. Secondly, I'm going to say, do you have throwing or shooting or any sort of ranged combat ability? And if you don't, if you don't, what I'm going to default this to in your case for this situation is an athletics roll at -2.
Okay.
So whatever is better on your wild die athletics, and then subtract 2. And I'm representing that as your soccer skill, and being able to target a ball on the fly and move it down the field where you want. And in this case, that happens to be David.
If I had just kicked him in the balls, I would be so much more accurate. That's a 10. Or no, that's an 8.
Okay. Sure, an 8 is a success at a raise. So even though this is comically absurd for a world that roughly involves physics, I don't think we take it that seriously. So yeah, you come up with the uppercut. You can hear his teeth click together, like that sound. We've all heard that in ourselves. And he arcs up over the people, and he flies over and hits Alan, and they go down in a heap.
I turn and say to no one in particular, looks like I picked up the spare. What if like Zoe's thing was making bowling references?
Yeah, if you'd been on the bowling team instead of the soccer team.
Oh god.
And then I'm like, crap, and I take off at a run again.
I feel like that should have been turning and saying, and that's why we can't use hands in soccer. But in any case, you picked up the spare and you turn and start running. And I'm going to cut there and find out what happens to everybody else.
Oh man.
So you've linked arms, so you can kind of feel where each other are. It is pitch black. There is a glowing ley line in front of you, and I believe you stepped on it. Was that correct? And we did the whoosh.
Yep, we did the whoosh.
Okay. You did the whoosh, and you were at a junction. And from this junction, there are only two options that are going off.
Silas, you got the touch.
Yeah,
That's magic.
I'll try to detect which one is going to go to the University Arboretum.
Okay. Make that roll for me.
Was that a cult?
In this case, a cult just gave you sort of the baseline of what knowledge we're using. Let's do notice.
Notice. Okay, it's the same die.
I like that. I feel like we're all like SAT kids. We've learned what arboretum is today, and we're
Yeah, just gonna say it as many times as possible. Well, I got on episode 13 on today, which is definitely October 13th. I got a 13.
Oh, excellent.
On my
Okay.
notice roll.
It's hard to discern which of the two is more associated with this particular area. But because where you're trying to go is actually less associated than probably another park would be, you figure that it's probably the slightly fainter of the two lines, and I assume choose that one.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Stepping forward, you whoosh through, and again, you all kind of from absolute darkness, you stumble forward into an area that is surrounded by foliage. There's lots of different types of trees. There's flowers and shrubs. There's a little park lane that goes through, and you come out right next to a stone picnic bench that is off to the side, and it's kind of marbleized flecks in kind of like a brick matrix right by there, and somebody screams, "Oh my God, where'd you come from?" And you see a young college woman jump up in shock and surprise as the three of you just like lurch forward in front of her at the table.
Wow. How high are you right now?
What? No.
I'm pretty
Where did
high.
you come from? You weren't. You were.
What?
What?
This is a good place to
What?
smoke, don't you think?
We've
What's-
been here this whole time.
Yeah.
What just happened?
We were just
And-
back there, and we just
Yeah.
walked out because there was a
walked over
cool
here.
thing back there.
Yeah, we've been here this whole time.
She like looks from face to face to face, and her head stops at Benton, and Benton, it's Lisa. It's your daughter.
Oh. Hi, Lisa.
Lexi.
Lexi.
Well, no. I mean, yes, Zoe calls her Lexi, but her
Right.
name is Lisa.
Right. Hi, Lisa.
All right.
Hi, how are you? It's your father.
Her eyes just bug out and her jaw drops, and she
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a vigor roll here.
Yep.
Analia kind of leans over to Benton and is like, "You sure you don't want to play this? She's really high right now, card."
I mean, how high could she possibly be? I think we're just gonna have to Let this
Like-
one roll.
You
Her-
mean roll and
You can see the blood like drain out of her face, and it looks for a moment like she's about to go out, but she doesn't lose consciousness, and she says, that's impossible. No, you're dead. What I have to go. And she's like starts grabbing all of her papers. Looks like she was studying. You see the various like there's like a museum quality photo book of art, because you know she's an art history major, and she's like just shoving notes into it, and they're getting all folded and creased, and just saying, I'm having a breakdown. Oh my god.
You're not
Just
having a breakdown.
where
You're you know, a lot's happening. I know it's real weird, but we're just here.
I don't know who you are, but this is fucked up. And she shoves everything into a bag, and she starts just like taking off down one of the paths.
Yep, I didn't want that to go that way. Oh, boy.
Do you want help with this, or are you? I mean, do you
No.
got this, or?
I mean, we should. I think we'll just have to let her go for now, because I don't want to freak her out too much, and we need to find
You might-
Zoe, who's her roommate, and maybe Zoe can deal with that later.
Well, maybe you should check Zoe's apartment. Maybe follow her, check the apartment, talk to her.
I mean, we've got the location of Zoe's phone,
Yeah, it's at the frat house.
so
We should probably start there.
we should probably let's start there.
This
I
is
feel
gonna be okay. She's just freaked out. And
she's freaked out. I just feel like this is a whole
She didn't-
situation.
she didn't pass out though, which is something. That's
That is
really.
that's nice. It was nice that she didn't, just literally pass out or, keel over and puke.
I mean, I almost passed out when you sang Johnny Cash at karaoke. So I mean, she shows
I did
incredible
well.
fortitude.
Thanks. I was all good.
Thing? At
Yes.
Car-
Yes.
Yeah. It was a whole night. It was a lot happened. A lot's going on. We were all learning things. We're all living and learning. And
I have our duet on my phone, Analia.
I want to see that later, but let's find Zoe.
let's go find Zoe. So let's go to the
canonically
frat
Silas.
house.
Canonically, Silas does not have a phone.
No, I know, but the bartender recorded it for me, and I think of all phones as my phone. That's not true.
All
It's
right.
on
cool,
Benton's
cool.
phone.
Recorded.
So you can make your way out of the Arboretum. The fraternity house is kind of across campus from where you ended up.
Oh, real quick, just while we have a second, I'm gonna spend a Benny and get 5 PowerPoints back, so
Okay.
I don't have to do it in the middle of a fight. So that puts me back up to 6.
Great. sounds like a good idea.
Cool. So yeah, let's go to where the phone is.
Okay, you guys start heading across campus. Okay. Sorry, I need 2 seconds to figure out spoke in my wheel.
Oops.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are heading across campus and making your way towards the fraternity house. And in the distance, you can see there is Zoe. What direction did you run? And just give me a cardinal direction.
West.
Okay. She jumped out the north window, ran west. Okay, and the house is there, but then that would be... Okay, got it. Picture in my head. Yeah, you guys are just going across campus, and it looks like everything is normal college kids going to and from. There's some people in quads. There's some people going to and from classes.
It's nighttime, isn't it? Like middle of the night.
Late night. So I
Yeah.
guess it's not so much. Not. Yes, it's late-ish.
Okay, or like after movie time. That's
Right.
yeah.
Right. So I guess it's people leaving night classes and heading back. So not huge groups of people, not huge crowds. But you're able to make it across campus, and in the distance you see the fraternity house, which looks like you expected it. And there is a, you see a bunch of cars, David's BMW in the driveway.
All right.
And there you are. It is a 2-story post-World War II housing boom style home.
Mm-hmm.
There's a big sign plastered across over the door, like a big banner that has the fraternity letters for the fraternity, for the lacrosse team, which I wasn't clever enough to think of ahead of time. So they're whatever you feel like they are.
Is there a pile of David and Alan out front, or what's that? No. Okay.
No, you are approaching roughly from the opposite direction
Right.
that it turns out Zoe had run.
Okay.
Got it.
So yeah, you see a bunch of cars. There. The front door is wide open.
I'm just gonna go look in David's. I'm gonna look in the windows of the car, and I just want to see if there's anything in there, or if they left Zoe in there, or whatever.
No, the doors are closed. You're able to look in the window. It just looks like the back of the car.
Okay.
I'm going in the house. The door's open, so I'm not kicking it in, I'm feeling feisty from that little encounter with my daughter, so I would have liked to have kicked the door in, but it's already open.
You have some emotions to work out.
I got some feelings. I gotta exercise here, so yeah, I just sort of bust into the place and start shouting Zoe's name.
Okay. The house echoes in that way that an empty house echoes, but not one that is empty with no furniture, no people, like the house for sale, but in the everyone got up and left all of the sudden here, but you don't get sort of any reply. Nobody responds when you bellow Zoe's name.
I'm just gonna try doors and like run upstairs, look in every door, sort of make sure there's nobody here, and also look for her phone.
Okay. You starting on the second floor? You start on the first floor?
Start on the first floor. Just running around the first floor, kicking in doors.
Great. The door off of the living room, you kick in, and there's a guy sitting at his desk with his back to you, with headphones on his computer open, and it looks like he's playing some sort of an MMO or some sort of a battlegrounds or something, and you can actually hear music coming from the speakers, the over-ear headset that he's wearing. So it is super loud to him.
Awesome. Perfect. I'm gonna grab him and throw him up against the wall.
Great. You grab him, the headphones get yanked off as they scoot the computer by, and he goes, "What the hell, man?"
And I just get up on his face. Where is Zoe?
She's upstairs. Calm down. Jeez. I mean, true love's important, but like it can wait. There's such a thing as like
I've already
politeness.
tossed him to the ground.
I'm in the middle of a match. Like
already tossed him to the ground and walked out.
Hey, who are you? What are you supposed to do? What are you doing here anyway?
I'm not even listening. I am on my way upstairs.
Okay. There's three bedrooms upstairs. There's one at the end of the hall, and that door is open. Actually, all three of the doors are open.
Cool. Just looking in, kicking the doors for good measure.
Sure. Close them, then kick them open.
Yeah, basically. Or they're open already, and I just kick them anyway. Watch them bounce off the other wall.
Yeah, off the wall. The one at the end of the hall, the window is open, and that faces that has a couch, and it's got smelly boy
Yeah.
energy, and you look out the window and you can see that there is like a divot and break in the brush, as if someone had jumped out that window and taken off.
I mean, I checked the other rooms before I go back downstairs.
College fraternity rooms.
Right.
We don't need to spend a lot of time talking about them.
All right, so I go back downstairs. I'm like, I think she might have jumped out the window. To Benton and Analia.
Or to Silas and Analia.
Silas and Analia. I'm Benton.
Actually, that may depend. Nick, I messaged you a potentially important question.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
Okay. So then I'd like to pull around to the front of the house.
Yeah. Benton, as you look out the window and you see the divot, you also hear tires squealing of a car.
Oh God!
As it whips around
on the like grass and
yeah. So you come back downstairs, and there's the guy who you threatened and in fact threw across the room.
Yeah. And
he has a baseball bat and he says, "I don't know what happened to everyone else, but you better get the fuck out of here." And then I'm pretty sure you just like ignore him and
I'm
walk
just
out.
push past him, do the Heisman, just like get out of my face, Junior. As I walk out, and I see,
and there is Silas behind the wheel of the silver BMW, David's car.
Where is Analia for me to say, how did you let Silas get into a car?
Analia was like following you, was starting to follow you, and then you kind of went on a rampage. So she's probably like picking up nerd guy game.
Yeah.
And then came back outside and then saw this happening.
Yeah. Silas never followed you into the house.
Analia's gonna go to start looking as well. And so yeah, she was probably like picking up the gamer guy, like, "I am so sorry. Good game." And then like GG puts him back. Came outside. This is happening.
Did you keep his streak going for him?
Oh God. Silas, get out of the car.
We have to catch them. Just get in the car. We don't have time to argue.
You can't drive.
You can't drive.
Look, I am driving. That's demonstrably false.
You are not driving well, and it is
Driving poorly.
Yes.
Let Benton.
I'm going after Zoe. You can get in or not.
Okay, so Analia's gonna like shove him to the passenger seat and take over the driving.
Am I getting carjacked?
Yes.
Silas, are you going to let this happen?
Well, I would like to resist, but I don't know what the dice roll is going to look like. I've got it. I've got it.
Two bad athletic people are doing this.
Yeah, I think that's an opposed athletics roll. You guys
just athletics? Okay, I've got a D6 in athletics.
Oh shit.
I'm good at jumping over things. I have a 5.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
We don't have time for this.
We have no little time for this. So little time.
Oh my god! All right, that was a 2. The second roll, the re-roll, critical failure again. My dice hate me tonight.
Yeah, they are not. What did you do to them?
Yeah,
I don't know. They have a nice spot on my desk now. Like, they get to live happily, and they're not being very happy.
maybe they're introvert dice, and they just want to be in a dark, dank bag away from everybody else, or live in there, or they just really want to see Silas drive. So, you reach in and try and push him out of the way, and he just fends you off.
Pull Analia across me to the.
Absolutely.
Is that okay with you, Blythe?
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say you probably get her into the passenger seat.
Yeah, just like go over. She's like, get out of there. Like, okay, that's the opposite of get out, but here we go. Benton, get in the back.
Well, she's like, oh god, I'm gonna die.
Ben, do you get in the backseat of the car?
I mean, I guess I watch all that happen, and Silas is still in the front seat. I don't want to hurt Silas. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to. So I guess I'll slip in the back seat and be like, all right, let's do this and hope that they're not too far.
Great. Silas, give me a driving check. Not that now I did say before that I'm not going to require that for just like the standard information of how to drive. However, I think that you have pulled across landscaping and rocks, and there's shrubs, and people are getting in there, and you're excited and your adrenaline's high. So give me a check.
Now, if you don't have the skill trained,
you roll a d4
-2
and your wild die, and then subtract 2 from whichever is better.
Okay. The 4 aced.
Awesome.
That was cocked. That's 4 again.
Awesome.
4 again.
Oh my god.
3. 4, 4, 4. 15 -2 is just a 13.
Right.
On this October 13th, episode 13. As my hoof stomps the accelerator.
Oh my god.
Spins the wheel, the car like donuts off to the side and accelerates out onto the street, merging perfectly into traffic. You don't know why Benton was giving you flack about this.
The
Clearly,
easiest thing ever.
you know, like, of course you know how to drive. You've watched movies. Like, it's not that hard.
This die is going on my mantle. This brave D4 served me well.
Give the little D4 that could.
You're ready to retire, sir. You've done a good job.
Great. And as you merge into traffic, we're going to cut over to Zoe. Zoe, you are running, and there's a pack of stunned and fanatical lacrosse frat brothers hot on your heels. You do have an advantage because they did take some time trying to process what exactly just happened in contrivance of the laws of physics. So you have a lead on them. Do you have a plan for where you're running to or what you're doing?
I want to try and snag that cell phone that Alan was holding on to.
Oh, so you're actually not running to escape. You're running back to where David and Alan are.
Yeah, well, I mean, because the hole was where David was, so I basically have to run through that hole.
Okay.
So I'm going to be approaching Alan anyway. So I'm going to try to snag it on the way and then like veer off onto campus.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you a surprise action to do that. Everyone is stunned at this, amazing Mike Tyson's punch out that you just did. And I think he was probably holding the phone. So somebody, first person, tell me odd or even.
Odd.
Okay, I rolled even. So he's still holding on to the phone, even though he's like laid out. He's not unconscious, but he is struggling with David having just knocked the wind out of him on the ground there. So you can see where the phone is in his hand as he's trying to push unconscious David off of him and struggle. So you, in essence, are you making just a called shot to grab the phone, or do you want to just kick it out of his hand while you run?
I'll just kick it out of his hand, hopefully, so I can snag it off the ground. But yeah, I'm going to start by kicking it off his hand.
Okay, that's still going to be a called shot because you're only trying to interact with the.
Well, in that case, I'm just going to grab it. If I have to roll called shot either way, I'm just going to grab it and save myself an action.
Sure.
All right.
So just make it a fighting check.
Okay. Let me double check. I think my fighting is.
And a called action to the hand. It's probably more than this. In fact, I know it's more than this. I'm pretty sure it's a -4, but I'll just do a -2 because this is cinematic and cool, and I want to reward you for that.
because I'm awesome. Thank you. Yeah, let's go again. Last Benny. I only got a 2.
Okay, so as you're running, you reach down to try and snag the phone out of his hand, and you just can't. Like, you get fingertips on it, but you can't snag it out of his hand. If you wanted to make another attempt, you would have to stop. But if you want to keep running, you're going to have to go.
I'm gonna stop. My friends are here somewhere. I could just feel it. So I'm gonna try and just like physically grab it instead of trying to do it while I run by.
Okay. Then you skid to a stop, and now it is time for me to figure out who's going to go first in this. So would you like to go first, or would you like to go second? I'm going to bury that card because I saw it, so I don't want to influence what happened here.
I want to go first.
Okay.
Always go first.
Okay. You traded up a lot. This is the Queen of Spades. I previously had the 4 of diamonds, and I have the 5 of diamonds. So yeah, you did an excellent job there.
Okay. I want to grab the
Great. You know what that roll is. Make that roll.
same fighting check?
Yeah. Your target here is a I think it's just a 4 in this case. He doesn't have a ton of parry, and he's pinned by David as well.
Well, I got a 5.
Okay, that's good enough for you to grab the phone and yank it out of Alan's hand.
And then what? So like I can chain on another action, and that action for me is just sprinting. Like, so I know I have to take a bonus or take a demerit on that or whatever. But
you can do your regular movement.
Okay.
If you were going to be running this whole time, then this action would have been at a -2 penalty.
Oh no, I'm grabbing the phone and then I'm trying to just like take off at a dead run. So I did stop to grab the phone. Now I'm gonna road runner out of there.
Okay, so you're just gonna move at your basic pace this turn, and then if you want to go to running, switch over to doing running, we'll do that next turn.
Right.
Because running would have applied a penalty post.
Okay.
And whatever. We're not playing Prince of Persia. Couldn't think of the game with the time travel mechanic. Anyway. Okay. Alan struggles with getting David off of him and sort of succeeds in throwing that dead weight off, but that's going to take all of his actions. The other fraternity brothers realize what have happened and have started to chase you.
Okay.
Let's go to. Do you want to just do a couple of roll-offs again like we did before, or do you want to do go to actual initiative?
I want to break the phone in half and see if that does anything.
Ooh, okay. Then let's go to initiative and see what happens, if that's going to be what the action is. Jack of Spades, very good card. 8 of clubs. So you try and snap the phone. That just sounds like strength to me.
That sounds like strength to me too. It's a 4.
Okay. You are very strong. For a normal strength person, I wouldn't say that was enough to do it, but I'm going to say in your case it is.
Okay.
So you grab the phone, which is a new model Galaxy, and snap it in half, fancy OtterBox case and all. Do you have a cult? Or yeah, I guess it would be a cult or spellcasting.
No,
do you have either of those skills?
I do not. I do not know.
Okay. Just wanted to double check. You snap the phone in half, and that's all that you can see that happens. The as we have been informed, the culternity runs up to you and seem confused, and 2 of them are going to try and tackle you.
What?
Should have worked, damn it.
It probably did. This is just their auto, assumptive move.
Is this athletics?
Yeah, 6.
Christ. 3.
Okay. 2 of them jump you and knock you to the ground,
Mhm.
and start trying to like get a hold of you as that's going on. But the rest of the Culternity just sort of gets kind of puzzled and stands there and doesn't exactly know what's going on. And Chad rushes over to David and starts checking on him and seeing if he's okay. And
Now kiss.
Thank you
Wakes
for
up.
reminding me which one David's in love with.
Sees
Yes.
Chad leaning over him
yeah.
in the moonlight.
True love's kiss.
True love finally wins.
So Chad is checking out David to make sure that he's breathing, since he saw you just lay one on him.
Checking him out, all right.
Checking him out, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look
see,
mouth to mouth.
yeah, see, exactly. See if you need some CPR and
Nope.
doing all that stuff. And the brothers who had you tackled sort of like roll off and away and seem kind of embarrassed and like, oh, I'm just gonna go.
You
Says
just
one of
tackled
them.
a girl. That's really rude. Good.
And just kind of one looks kind of sheepish and the other one actually just like turns and walks away like that. And they are like, what just, I guess, are you guys breaking up?
Yeah, we broke up a long time ago. I have a new
So
person.
like, are you single then, or?
I wasn't thinking that, but that is that's pretty horrible. Please take a Benny, because that really amused me. So I guess I thought it was true love. I thought it was, and you see like on their mouths, they almost want to say true love again in unison, but they sort of like realize and shake their heads and are just kind of like looking around. And Brian says, I'm so sorry. That's not what that's I haven't been acting the way Dave would have wanted me to.
I think you boys should organize a really nice date night for David and Chad. Like, clearly, look at them. Clearly, they're into each other.
David's still unconscious, but Chad is just completely fussing over him and, trying to bring him back and take care of him. And he's looking up with dagger eyes at you, like, how could you?
Can I say that Chad is like pounding on David's chest and shouting, "Live, damn you!"
Yes, of course. Please take a Benny also. So that's going on. The BMW is pulled out into traffic, and Silas is behind the wheel, and he seems like he's merged, and he knows what he's doing.
Analia has her hand on the like.
Yep.
Sorry, that got me.
I'm gonna die. This is how I die.
This is it. This is
the live. Damn, you got me. I'm dying. I don't know why that did it, but I'm dead. Okay. So do we see Zoe as we're going along?
I mean, I'm trying to scan out the window as we're going, while also worrying about dying.
Benton, you're specifically looking, so you do see a crowd of frat bros and Zoe. Is Zoe walking away, or is she just standing there and talking to these guys? Excuse me, how does it look?
Yeah. Zoe's just like emphatically gesturing, but she does that a lot. But yeah, she's standing there and like to like just like pointing to Chad and then pointing to David, who even though he's unconscious, you can tell he's super into Chad. Like it's just a thing you can see. Look at how he's like the angle of his head is inclined
Yeah.
for Chad. Like he knew.
The
like
vibe is just
the vibe
it's
is
clear.
so real.
It's real apparent.
And Ryan, like, aren't you supposed to be on a date with Anya right now? Don't you and Anya go on dates on, whatever night, Saturday night? Like, what are we doing here? I'm waiting for my girlfriend. Don't tell her I called her my girlfriend. Haven't talked about that.
So Benton, out the window, you see Zoe is like making emphatic gestures, and there's all these guys like gathered around her. There's some people on the ground, and it looks like the emotions are really intense.
I'm trying to tap Silas on the shoulder. Stop the car.
okay. And I turn and accelerate towards the group of guys,
Oh, God.
honking.
Wow. Okay. That is also going to require a driving check, please. Thank you.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Silas, you may actually kill all of us.
I'm just trying to chase the guys away. I'm not actually trying to run them over, for the record.
I know. I
Okay.
understand what your intention is.
Okay.
That's what we're going to see how good your intention.
I
how good
understand.
that works out.
Hey, we're gonna TPK because of Silas.
Well, we're gonna spend a Benny on that.
Only if he critically fails, and since he's going to spend a Benny, you're safe.
That's cocked.
Are we? Are
Nope.
we?
We're spending another Benny on that.
Are you sure we're safe?
Well, I'm
the-
not going to TPK you anyway.
The 4 is acing
Okay.
to another 4. Is this
My
loaded?
God.
Okay. It's 11 minus 2 is 9.
Excellent. So your intention is that you're going to like full on drive towards them, screech to a halt,
Yeah,
make
like-
them all scatter like
yeah,
nine
yeah,
pins,
exactly. Like
without hitting them, just freaking them
Yeah.
out. Works like a charm.
you were so good.
All of the with the exception of David and Chad, who are on the ground and not moving and not doing the whole thing. All of the rest of them scatter. Zoe, David's car is driving straight at you, screaming like a bat out of hell. I don't know that you have time to notice who's behind the wheel or what's going on since David is laid out. What do you do?
What's the coolest thing I could do? I'm gonna jump on the hood
Okay.
and just like try and like, because I just assume whoever's behind the wheel means me harm. So I'm gonna jump on the hood and punch through the windshield.
Perfect. I love it. Okay. Silas, everything is going according to plan.
Yep.
They all scatter. Zoe jumps on the hood, braces, puts a fist through the windshield right in front of you. And your car slams on the brakes. And there you are.
Okay. Zoe, what are you doing? We don't really need the windshield. Can you just pull it out now because we can't see?
Did you punch through it? Did you go through it?
She went right through it. So there's spiderweb cracks. Her fist is, fist in
Yeah.
the window, and then I presume she takes it back. So there's a hole. You guys are shattered in safety glass.
Yeah.
On the inside.
I just sort of wave from the back seat. Hi, Zoe.
Why did
Are
they
you-
let you drive?
I am.
We didn't.
This is very easy, by the way. I was doing great until you punched out the windshield.
He got really lucky. Are you okay?
Yeah, I broke the phone and that did something. So once again, I had to save the day.
Okay. He can't
Good.
get the message on his laptop or something, can he?
Maybe, I don't know, can you dispel this whole thing since you started this whole thing?
Well, yeah, if I could see the message.
Well, can't do that then. All right.
But if you break the phone, then it deletes all the messages, right? Is that how that works?
There's definitely one
Yeah,
phone that still has the message.
Huh? Oh, there's Zoe's phone.
Does anybody did anybody grab my
Did I
phone?
grab it? I did not grab your phone from the frat house. Oh God, we got to go back to the frat house.
Well, like the spell's broken. I just have to walk in and be like, "Has anybody seen my phone?"
Okay. Yeah. Well, just hop in. Hop in. We'll go over there.
It's right there. I can just walk.
Why don't we just walk?
Yeah, let's all just walk.
I'm gonna walk.
I'm gonna get out of the car and let's just walk, Silas. It's right there.
I'm just gonna slow drive along the walkway. Because I assume at this point it's like a walk path, with shrubs, and you're not supposed to drive here.
Sure, absolutely.
But it's sort of just wide enough for a car if everybody gets off the pathway.
Right. If everyone else walks on the grass, there's
Yeah.
just enough room for the BMW to walk back,
Yeah.
to drive back.
And I'm just gonna drive at walking speed with everyone. I'm not getting out of the car.
You, I wish that you had to roll a driving check and you got a crit fail and the car blew up. And we all
Going
I was
2 miles
asking-
an hour.
Yeah, I was asking for him because
It was real close there. This really could have gone that way. Oh, God.
I mean, I got a 13 and an 11 on driving checks. I feel like I should never have to roll driving ever again. I'm now an expert.
No. But I think it's easier to drive fast than it is to drive slow and carefully. So I think you have to make a driving.
I mean, I don't care if I take out a shrub.
I'm going to stay with my previous ruling that the basic hey, I understand that this is drive and that's the gas and that's the brake, that's fine as long as there's no stressful situations that are going on. So Silas is able to sort of putter along. I think that he sometimes is, he puts a little pressure on the gas, so he goes a little fast and then stops, and then you guys kind of catch up, and then he, releases it and sort of rolls forward with that. So you guys are walking back to the fraternity house. If no one has anything, you're going to get there in just a minute. So in a few minutes, you walk over to the house. The mostly the same number of cars are there, but the front door is closed. And you see some lights that are on. Obviously some lights are on in the living room and in the upstairs bedrooms. And there you have it.
Is it locked?
Yeah, the door is locked if you try that first.
Okay, I'm gonna knock.
Oh, I was just gonna
Ring
kick
the
it
doorbell.
in. Okay.
I mean, you can kick it in if you want. I just think that if I ask nicely for my phone, they'll give it to me.
All right, you do your thing. I'm just still really frustrated about some personal stuff. It's fine.
Is this why Lexi sometimes doesn't say please and thank you? Because she doesn't know basic rules of human manners?
It's Lisa, and we're just gonna let that go today. Thank you, Zoe.
You're welcome. See? Thank you. You're welcome. We did it.
We did it.
All right, I'm knocking and ringing the doorbell as long as it takes for someone to answer.
Okay, and Benton, you're not going to kick it in?
I am not kicking it in. I am waiting peaceably while Zoe knocks and rings.
Okay, there's a little observation window in there that has a little closed door, and you see it open up, and the fraternity brother looks out and he goes, "Oh my God, Zoe, you're back! Some crazy! Oh my God, he's right there!" And he slams the thing closed again. He goes, "I'm calling 911! I'm calling 911! You crazy psycho!"
I just need my phone. I yell through the door. Do you have my phone? This is my friend Benton. We're working on a science project together.
He broke into the house, and I don't know what happened to all the other brothers, but I'm the only person in here, and he threw me across the room.
The science.
I'm calling. I've got 911 that's dialed. All I have to do is hit one more button.
The science.
Just I helped you. It's fine.
I just need my phone. The science project is what happens when you throw someone across a room. We were getting data on that.
Roll persuasion for me.
Fortunately, I'm really fucking good at persuasion.
Just a side question while she's doing that. About how wide is the doorway?
Oh
Door-
no.
Door width, I would say.
Okay, like a
so what, like
normal,
two-
like single door, not like a double
Yes,
front
yeah,
door or anything
exactly.
like that.
Yeah.
I got a 13.
All right. Tell him to go back out to the sidewalk.
Benton, will you go down?
Yeah, I'll go to the sidewalk.
I just need my phone.
Yep.
So Silas can do the thing, and we can like go home. We still have to find the chupacabra.
Yep. There was actually a problem at the convention center as well that we were supposed to do something about, but I'm sure it resolved itself. Okay. I'm
I'm
just going to
supposed
go stand
to
over
be
here.
on a date.
The
Did
B
we all
team took
forget
it.
that?
Sure, everything worked out fine with that. So I step down off the porch and I step a reasonable distance away. I still glare at the little shit.
Yeah, he's checking out through the little observation window to make sure that you've stepped far enough away. And when you have, he opens the door. You can hear the chain and everything go off, and he says, all right, Zoe, you can come in and look for your phone. I don't know where it is. Do you know where everyone went?
Yeah, they're all off making out, and I walk in, and
What?
yeah, you know how frat boys are. I walk out and start looking for my phone. I'm just gonna go to the room I was being held in.
Yeah, you find it there. It's on the desk off to the side.
I'm gonna take it down, hand it to Silas.
Okay.
I'm waiting in the car.
Oh my god, you waited in the car?
Yeah,
Silas, get out of the car and fix the phone.
I'm bringing the phone to me.
Get out of
Says
the car and fix the phone.
Analia comes back out and is like, "Are you gonna come in and fix the phone?"
Have you all ever seen a dog like not want to make eye contact with you and like know that it's supposed to pay attention to you, but it's not going to look at you?
Silas.
Yep.
Get out of the car. It's not even yours. You don't have insurance for it. Get out of the car.
I mean, it seems like it's mine right now.
It's not your car. Eventually, David's going to come to, and he's going to be real upset about his car.
Let's ask the car who it wants to go with.
It doesn't have a personality.
Not yet, it doesn't.
Let's not give it a personality.
Yeah. No, Silas, you've done enough.
You don't need a love BMW named Herbie.
Yes.
I'll be back. Don't worry. And I like pat the dash.
Analia, as Silas walks in, are you gonna walk inside the building?
Yeah, although I'm pretty sure when he gets out of the car, it's not in park and it just starts rolling away.
No, so Analia kind of like, before it starts rolling away, Analia gets in and pulls it back to the parking lot.
Okay. With the bashed in
enough.
windshield and
Yeah, safety glass everywhere. Great. So you get out of the car and you walk in, and so he hands you her unlocked phone.
mm-hmm.
Please fix this.
Okay. So what can I determine from this? This is the first time I think I've seen it since I sent it.
Right.
And for reference for anyone listening, Silas tried to cast Dispel on David through a text message, and I believe rolled Snake Eyes.
Yes.
Is that what happened, Nick?
I
Or
believe-
I honestly, I think I just told you that I would tell you what happened.
yeah, but I think I rolled
I
poorly.
think you rolled poorly. You
Yeah.
rolled us
Okay.
you rolled poorly,
I'm pretty
and
sure.
we were left to wonder what would
to
happen.
wonder. Yeah.
I just assumed it worked because that's Silas.
Right. And because there were no immediate repercussions, he stopped texting.
I mean, Silas is barely aware of immediate repercussions, so that's. So yeah, I'm gonna look at the message and see like, oh yeah, that's a spell. Like what has it been twisted or changed, or like is there anything wrong with it, or like why didn't it dispel his mind control?
I think this is a real tough issue for you to figure out because you were attempting something you've never attempted and you don't have any knowledge or information about how magic interacts with technology. That's not really your bailiwick.
Mm-hmm.
So you could make a roll if you want to. I'm going to default to whatever is worse, and since I know you don't have weird science,
That's true.
that's what we're going to default to.
Okay.
So give me an untrained skill roll for weird science, and on top of that, we're going to also put another -2 penalty. So you're at a total of your roll -4.
Okay. I am putting the driving die to the side because it deserves a rest.
It does.
And I have this other D4, which is sort of a coppery. It's hard to tell in this, but it's yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Analia is walking back from the parking lot after she has moved David's car out of Silas's line of sight.
I mean, that's going to be pretty effective though. Like if he can't see it, he'll probably stop thinking about it. So I'm going to spend a Benny.
Okay.
Come on, guys, let's do this. Come on.
I'm like, this is Analia's skill set, and I didn't realize it was gonna be her skill set to fix this.
Well, I guess a 5 minus 4 is approximately a 4, I think. 5 minus 4 is 4.
I don't believe that your math is correct. So you're.
I mean, does anyone know for sure?
Right. You are.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I thought the 5 was my highest, but the 4 was my D4. It's a 5.
Okay. You don't know what happened here. You see that you were able to get the phone to write in Gaelic, which was weird.
Mm-hmm.
But not how. And as far as you can tell, it looks like it is a standard dispel. Like you would have dispelled if this phone had been magicked. You would have been able to. You would have dispelled it. So you have no idea.
Okay. Is there anything about is there anything for me to dispel in this object, or it what am I looking at? And I know I don't understand it, but is there active magic? Or should I do detect arcana?
I think you should do detect arcana.
Okay. Any minuses?
No, this is this is fine.
Okay.
That's mainly kind of cast at you and then to see what you see.
Okay, that's 2 power points, and I rolled an 11.
Great. So you can tell that there is definitely latent spell energy here. It's in Potentia. Much the same way that a scroll that is penned that is waiting for the final drop.
Yeah.
Is in Potentia. So it's not active, but there's definitely magic here that is waiting to be released.
Okay.
And it is it looks like that's tied in some together with the transmission method, like it's queued to an action, the way that spells have components that they're used to cast. There are certain rituals or there are certain actions that need to be taken, so it's tied to whatever action is tied to this spell.
Okay. And
but that action you're not sure what that is because it's a cell phone thing.
Yeah. And who's with me right now? Zoe and Benton?
Benton's outside.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Which can I say Analia has gotten back to Benton by now?
Sure,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. So Benton and Analia are both outside at this moment in time.
Well, Zoe, this here, can you just delete this? I don't know how to delete the message, but I think if you delete that, it's probably the sent message. Can you?
I think you have to Yeah, are you sure about that? there's probably still copies of it other places.
Well, but this version is waiting to be cast. That much I know. And if we can we can pull this, hopefully it'll be like pulling the root, but then we might have to find if it's in his registry, I don't know. Maybe we can look on his computer or tablet or something and see his text messages.
It's deleted.
Okay, does it delete?
It deletes.
Okay.
Hey.
So the message is no longer on the phone. From to put it in Silas terms, the scroll is no longer there.
Yeah.
So there's the other part, like the regular English characters saying, "Hey, this is not, it's over. I dumped you. Move on."
Mm-hmm.
Whatever else was there, that's still there. You delete the message with the magical characters, and it's not registering in your perception any longer.
Okay, that's good. And then maybe we should get his tablet or something to see if it has a copy of it. Or does the deleting it here delete his too? Is that how it works?
No.
He's asking Zoe that in character.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, why? That's weird. I mean, if you burn a letter, it's just now no one can read it. That's good.
We could set this house on fire.
But I don't think that's gonna. Is the message here? Is that how servers work?
Hey, Analia, do you want to set a house on fire?
Did you come outside to talk to her?
Yeah, like nothing.
I text
Hey,
her.
Analia.
I text her. Do you want to set a house on fire? There's only one person here. We could get him out easily. We could just that would get rid of all copies. I'm pretty sure.
Analia gets a text.
What's that? What's that, Analia?
She's asking if I want to set a house on fire. Which, yes.
I don't not want to.
I'm gonna go find out what she's talking about. Analia.
Yes, it seems like a good idea. Just to make sure, does she want to set like a random house on fire, or is she talking specifically about this one? Because
context clues say this one.
okay, all right, let's find out for sure.
Yeah. You should probably go talk to your daughter, though.
I don't want to do that right now.
I just don't know when you're gonna get a chance to again. And
Yes, she ran away. It's fine.
it seems really important to you.
It is, but not. Yeah. Just go find out what's happening here. Well, I want to make sure this is done before, because I don't want to leave here and come back to a house being burned down.
Well, I make no promises that it won't happen, but if you wanted to go talk to Lisa.
I would rather be here in case the house burns down.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
And Analia kind of does a pat and is like, well, also, I'm pretty sure you're right about Terry, because I sent you a letter and it never got to you.
What?
Yeah, I was trying to send you some mail so you got something.
Aw.
Terry stole it.
That's real nice. Yeah, Terry's just not good.
No, it had a cute little drawing I did. It said you're doing a great job. I was really happy with it.
That's really sweet. Well, we'll deal with Terry later.
And then Analia walks inside. It's just bummed that her letter never got to you.
Oh.
Hey, who are you? Who's that?
You saw me earlier. I picked you up off the ground.
That's my extremely good friend Analia.
Girlfriend.
I mean, we haven't decided that yet, but yes, as far as I'm concerned, yes.
Aaron here is dry.
Yeah. I'm not the only one who gets to decide that. Were you
I
actually just coughing? Did I just hear?
I don't remember.
I thought you were dating David.
No,
They broke
David-
up.
yeah, we broke
David's
up.
with Chad.
Yeah.
Everyone knows
What?
that.
What?
How do you not know that? You
No.
live with them.
Yeah, they're
You better-
really
actually.
honest about it.
You better go check on them. We have business to attend to here.
I can't let nobody else is here. I can't let you just be in the house.
Can I roll persuasion?
Absolutely.
Analia's like leans over to Zoe. He's like, "Can you ask him if I can use his computer? He has a really nice gaming PC."
Can Analia use your computer?
No.
Rolling persuasion.
Nick, also, I was wondering if, with my Detect Arcana up, if there are any sort of lingering traces of like, oh, big, powerful text message spell is, lingering somewhere in the house.
I got a 7.
Listen, Zoe, I can't let a bunch of strangers be here in the house. Like, if it was just you, that's one thing, but there's way too many people. There's no one else here. Someone has to keep an eye on the place.
These aren't strangers. That's
like
Analia and Silas.
If you need me to go like look for everyone else, or you can tell me where they are, like that's fine. I can lock the house, but I can't let you guys stay in here.
They're just down the street, so you should just go. It's
cool.
fine.
Cool. So if you guys will just go, I'll lock up and I'll go find them and take care of.
I actually really need access to a computer right now.
Yeah, she does. She's good at this sort of thing.
And yours is really nice. You have a really great setup. And she's like kind of twirling her hair and trying her best to be as cute as she can be. Analia's not good at flirting.
For the record, she's extremely cute.
Roll persuasion, Analia.
Hold on. Yep. This is gonna be at a -4.
Or yeah. If performance is better, if you have performance instead, I'll let you roll that if you prefer. But probably persuasion.
Analia doesn't have.
I have those.
Sorry, it's at a -2 because I do have persuasion trained in a D4.
Okay, so if you have persuasion trained, just roll your persuasion, because that'll be better than the -2 for performance.
That's a 5. Not terrible. He's just kind of like.
He seems flattered that you recognize that he has a really good computer and what's in it, and he's like, well, what do you need it for?
You know how your frat bros were acting real weird earlier about true love and all that?
What do you mean? Like, true love's the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it to where true love wins.
With my computer? Is this
Yep.
like a Disney thing?
It's something like that.
It's like a Disney Plus thing.
We're gonna watch Mulan afterwards. Not the live action one.
Well, if I let you use the computer, you guys don't need to. I mean, like, I can stay here, right? You don't need to like use my computer when I'm not here.
You can.
And he's looking back and forth between Zoe and Analia.
Analia's trying real hard to flirt, and she's real bad.
I wanna
Cast touch.
I wanna try and persuade him that it's fine.
Look, I mean, if I'm the only one here, then the safety of the house is my responsibility, and I don't like just anyone using my computer. I have it set up the way that I like it.
What's his name?
What is his name?
Corey. The safety of the house can be my responsibility. You know how good I am. You know that nobody would come in here and try and make this house, try and take over this house while I'm here. You know what a good, sweet young woman I am. I actually get a reroll on that because I have charismatic.
Okay, Analia, I
That's my
also want you.
family.
I want you to roll. I want you to roll a help action for this, and that's also going to be a persuade.
Okay.
I got a 9.
She's doing the like. She's doing the like. Yeah, you're so smart and strong and doing like all the things. She's like she's so awkward.
So
She has my minus. It's not good.
so you did not get a success?
No.
Okay. Did you get a critical failure?
No.
Okay. In that case, there's no advantage, no penalty. So Zoe's 9 is going to stand. And Corey says, well, all right, if you promise to be responsible, I suppose I can trust you. I mean, I know. Wait, I know you and David are dating, so that's fine.
Yeah. David and I are very close.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that he's kind of forgotten the fact that you said that they broke up and then he's dating
Chad.
Chad.
Chad, thank you. I was like, it's not Corey. Corey's the guy I'm talking about right now.
Yeah.
It still seems like he's a little. The whole true love is the greatest thing is questionable.
So he goes, okay, and he goes, but you need to stay here until I or one of the other brothers get back, because I won't let the house be unguarded.
Of course. Yeah. I've got it.
Okay, and you said they're down the road?
Yeah, just down the road. It's like a 5-minute walk, not even.
Okay. All right. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Great.
And he leaves.
So Analia's like goes over to the computer and is like, "Can you hand me your phone?"
Phone.
And Analia is going to like connect the two and start going through like, I think, because I'm pretty sure you can recover deleted messages. Like I think this is a thing.
Mhm.
So she's going to start like trying to recover that and then figure out what caused it and just start trying to work through it and undo what's being done.
Do you want to burn this house down at all?
Well, that's still on the table. That would make a pretty good ending to a first date.
Memorable, at least.
First implies there might be another.
Well, yeah. We have to make up for how this one went. Lego Batman 2 was great, but this part wasn't so great.
This wasn't so great. I promise the next one will have fewer like people trying to kidnap me.
I would like that.
I would like that too. Silas offers a paternal nod, apparently.
I'm just sort of wandering around looking for residue of the spell.
Okay. Silas, you don't find anything in the house as you walk through and check everything in terms of magic or a spell residue. Analia, why don't you give me a hacking or repair? Like what do you consider this?
I'll do hacking.
Okay.
The same dice, but I think it's more akin to hacking. Wow. 2 5s.
Okay, so that's enough for you to get into so what are you trying to do? Like track what server it's on so you can find like where in the cloud it is?
Basically, find the message, find where it's been sent, who it's been sent to, because there's a chance David sent it out to people being like, bro. What she said.
If you want a free reroll, take a free reroll on that 5. Let's see if we can do a little bit better, because bro kind of killed me.
Oh, that's a 13.
Okay, that's great. You are able to like hack into the communication logs. You're able to get into whatever the cell provider is that David uses, and track the message through the various servers where it's stored, and do a local delete if you want. So you have access basically to any of his messages, and can do anything you want with them.
Okay, well, I'm basically trying to delete any trace of that specific message, and I'm replacing it with instead of a like spell, it's being replaced, like she's like replacing it with a we're broken up and you need to date Chad. He's clearly in love with you. You clearly have a great thing going. You need to finally just make that move. And that's she's like, that's what the message she wants them all to have had. Instead of the spell.
Is Nick frozen?
I think Nick is frozen.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
I'm just trying to make my OTP come true.
Nick, wiggle your eyebrows if you can hear us.
Oh, Nick is frozen.
Oh, no.
Nick! Levy, come back.
Oh, okay.
Who's in control now?
So that
boy.
was Pembrooke Investigations. What a finale!
Emily and Blythe are almost perfectly in their frames. I'm Jay, and Jay is now Jason, and half of Jay is Nick. Hello.
I think
Hello.
that technically makes Jay the GM.
Yeah,
I'm the GM?
He's in
Oh,
charge
boy.
now.
I'm in charge. Narrative control.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, a swarm of demons attack. Yeah, I don't know.
Is Silas in the room?
Yeah, he was investigating, looking for spell residue.
Hey, Uncle Silas. I met my dad.
Say what now?
I met my dad.
I think I would have known if Oberon was here.
Oh, I guess it's not Oberon. I guess it's just some guy, like
Thank the gods.
some like fairy guy. I don't know.
Okay, that's good.
He wasn't very helpful.
Most fairies are not.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm helpful.
Yes, as am I. But most Fae who don't want to live here are not interested in helping people. They're interested in helping themselves and taking things.
Well, I met him in some weird antechamber between this world and the next. Hey, I know the word antechamber. Hanging
Well
out with
done.
people, that must be rubbing off on me.
Yeah.
That's a good word. That's a nice word.
Yes. Okay. Did he mention a name or any sort of identifying features? What did he look like?
He looked like my adoptive father. He said I didn't get to know his name because true names are like apparently important in the fairy world.
That's true. Yep.
You think my true name is Zoe Browning?
You
think it's something else?
Oh, you don't know your fairy name?
No.
Oh, that's good. It's probably better if you don't know, because you might accidentally tell someone.
Silas, is that not your real name?
No. I mean, it's
What's
not
your
my
real
true
name?
name.
What's your true name?
I'm not going to tell you that.
You're close enough. You could tell us.
It can, just saying it out loud has power. I won't do that. I won't ask you to do that.
Can you write it down?
No, that has power too.
Can I guess?
Well, you could say whatever you want, but I'm not going to tell you if you're right or wrong.
Well, like something happen if we're right?
No, it has to be backed with your intention and purpose.
What if my intention is just like friendship?
Yeah.
And maybe to get you to not run off when we're trying to help you.
When did I run off?
You
a
run
couple of
around.
times.
You run off. You're pretty good at running off.
There was the
Run
time
off
I
a
went
lot.
to the bar and Zoe knew exactly where to look for me.
Yeah.
One time I went to a bar.
We're close.
You I don't know. You're a little flighty.
Okay, so if we say your true name, just like wink,
No,
that way, yeah.
no, I'm not going to.
Is it Tumnal?
Boron.
I'm gonna go talk to Benton, to Silas.
No,
I'm gonna go talk
boring.
to Silas.
Benton's inside now. Benton like saw the guy leave, and I'm like, I guess I shouldn't just keep standing around in front of him. So now I'm inside. So now I'm guessing. I went with Tumnal. Did you hear that?
My true name is Benton.
Benton.
Solarius?
Um,
Sonoran?
Bilal?
No.
Sonoran.
All of my answers to further questions, my answer is no. Just if that's easier to just like
Daninian.
you can track it, and the answer is
Maybe?
Skywalker.
that is someone's true name though. I did meet a Skywalker.
Oh, is your true name Jason?
Wait, is
That's
Mark
crazy.
Hamill true name Skywalker? Did they not just make that up for the movie?
I'm not going to tell you who you would have power of. That would be rude. It would be an incredible breach of trust for me to share that information.
Well, like, mine? Can you tell
Mark
me?
Hamill's true name is Skywalker.
No, I don't know your true name, Zoe. That's for you to discover and share with who you will.
Anyway, my dad wasn't very helpful.
Who was your dad?
You saw your dad?
He's just some guy.
That's
How
really
did he come here?
Some Fae. That's an
Yeah,
important
I mean,
detail.
some Fae. But yeah, no, like, okay, so there's like an antechamber. I know the word antechamber.
Right.
Isn't
He
that cool?
Came to you
That
in a
is very
dream, I
cool.
assume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like between this world and the next. And so like when I was passed out because David and his friends, they were bad.
Yeah.
He woke me up and then I was able to like punch people really hard.
Mm.
that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
I
that's
still
good.
don't know.
Yeah. That is very cool. But
Yeah.
cool. So are you guys gonna burn this place down or what?
We
were
haven't
thinking
decided
about it.
yet. But I
'Cause
could. I could.
I mean, if we're gonna, we probably should soonish.
Yeah, I'm
Why-
just replacing the text message with text messages of Zoe saying that they broke up and David should give Chad a chance.
Well, if that
Okay.
works, why would we burn the house down?
That is also that Silas does raise an interesting point.
I mean, okay.
I'm not saying not to do it. I'm just
No.
curious.
I'm just thinking out loud here. If we burn down a house, that would be really romantic.
Okay, I like romance. This is
Romantic how? How is that romantic?
Are
Zoe?
you burning it down? Ooh, maybe I could burn it down in the firework and then fireworks could shoot up and it could say Zoe with a heart.
Mm.
See, that'd be very romantic.
Now that's definitely romantic.
Yes.
and I know that Analia likes destruction. I want to give her what she wants.
Oh, that's okay. That's really nice of you.
Blowing up the factory was a very satisfying feeling. Kind of
Yeah.
scary. I didn't know I could like that so much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it opens a whole new thing for you.
It's good to know yourself. You may be able to follow that path to know your own true name.
I don't know if I want to do that.
That's
I'm trying to make
understandable.
myself on the world.
Mhm.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah,
Are you Oberon?
No, but
Oh, I mean, I was asking Silas. Are you Oberon? Is that your true name?
Well, if I was, I would say no.
no, I think there's a different connection there for him. Starts with a P.
Oh, Nick is in the chat. This is
All
great.
locations, Replace them with what?
Um,
She's replacing it with Zoe telling David that they broke up and that he should give Chad a chance. A chance.
Right. And for the listeners, I'll do my best Nick impression. So Analia was able to track down all the locations and replace them with what? That was exactly where I dropped off. So what is it you were replacing them with? You should be with Chad.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's we broke up. It's very clear you and Chad have a thing. You should give him a chance. I'm making this bra TP happen.
I like it.
I'm going to switch to our drop call screen. Is everyone okay with their Zoom names?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's just like our Zoom window. Hi, everybody.
hi, everybody.
This is what it looks like behind the scenes.
Ooh.
Ooh, the only way they could get more behind the scenes is if we drop the green screens.
Yeah, my green screen isn't quite big enough to like cover the... everyone can see my edges.
Oh no, how could they? How could you have edges?
I know. There's nothing behind me.
How dare you be so edgy, Jason?
Oh my god,
Oh.
Emily, that is amazing. Emily
No.
has the guy walking with girlfriend looking behind him and has placed herself in that spot in the
That
middle.
is brilliant. Dead brilliant. I love
Okay,
it.
this is good. Blythe has this is fine.
This is fine.
Fire
This is
cafe. Yeah.
We're gonna set a house on fire, so I have the.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Yeah. Folks, if you're just listening, I highly recommend finding the YouTube at this point. We're at roughly, I don't know what the time signature is. 10,
3 hours in. Three and a half.
3.5 hours-ish. Join us, please.
All right, I'm gonna roll persuade to see if I can persuade you to burn down this house.
Do that. I
Yeah.
can't be negative though, because I'm romantically involved with you.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Oh, Master Vidar, we are at 3 hours and 10 minutes. Thank you. That is very
Thank you.
helpful for our listeners.
Yeah, I got a 16.
I got a 4, so
That's pretty close, though. Hold
that's
on.
really right there.
Is that even a raise? Like,
I don't know. Like, I feel like that tie goes to, who does a tie go to in this?
I'm pretty sure 4 minus 4 is 16, so 4 is higher.
oh, that's a good point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, that's how it works. That's how math works.
4 minus 5, because 5 minus 4 is 1. Or
Mhm.
no, that's 4.
It's
And
4.
minus 5 is 16.
Yep.
I can't even do bad. I can't do bad badly wrong, because I keep underscoring things.
I just had to double check that I wasn't like blocking Nick from rejoining the call or something, and that's not the case. I had
That is not the case.
No.
So I guess
Burning down the house.
so you're gonna burn down the house.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
a for
but
sure
I'll
thing?
look for fireworks and do a thing and try to make a show of it.
Yeah.
After I fix the message, which I think I succeeded at, but I could be wrong.
All right.
Because 13 must be smaller than 4 as well.
I mean, I am in favor of disbanding this fraternity in general because they have done some bad
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, no,
And-
they are schmucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm fine with that. I guess we should just go outside, Silas, and let them burn down the house.
Why don't you double check that there's no like snuck in pets or anything?
Oh,
that-
good idea.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll do a walkthrough.
We'll do a walkthrough. So we'll
Do
go
a
do a
walkthrough.
walkthrough.
It's gonna take Analia a second to devise some
Mm.
explosives.
Yep.
All right.
I imagine that Emily or Zoe and Analia are walking through the house together, gleefully collecting things to burn it down. This is what happens when Nick leaves. We decide to burn down.
And I'm picking up every pair of car keys I can find.
Oh God. Oh God.
the house.
And make a necklace out of them.
Zoe is leaving a note that says, "Sorry, there was a lightning strike."
Sorry about the lightning.
Uh,
That happened
Well-
after I wrote this note.
I guess I would. Well, I'll join you on the walkthrough, but then also go stand at the front door and sort of keep an eye out on any returning frat members,
Mm.
just in case any of them wander their way back.
Yeah, and I'll keep a lookout as well.
Analia will make it look like it was a faulty wiring situation so they can get some insurance money.
Sure. Well, I think this is a good plan.
Yeah, I think this is a solid plan.
Benton, should we go visit Lisa?
I'll just go take a quick look.
I mean, these two are occupied. Why don't I just go for moral support? I'll wait outside.
I'm
But
just
if
gonna
you-
go and just like look in her dorm window like
Nope.
a weirdo.
Nope.
I'm not gonna go talk to her.
I'm vetoing that.
I am not gonna talk to her.
Okay, but you can't go look through the window either then. That's not on the list.
It's just too weird.
She might have roommates too. That's very weird.
Her roommate is here.
Yeah, her roommate is Zoe.
No, there could be another one.
Yeah. There's only the one.
There's only the one.
And it's
And
me.
plus she ran away and I feel weird about it.
Mm,
I
that's a
feel
good
real
point.
conflicted.
According to the Slack, Nick doesn't think he can get back in, so everybody gets
Ah.
their epilogue. And the epilogue is we set a house on fire.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
I don't know what the Yeah, we're setting the house on fire. It's happening.
So Zoe
I don't know what our epilogues are.
and Analia set the house on fire.
Mhm.
There's a bunch of fireworks that spell Zoe's name.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
As-
a heart too.
yeah. There's a heart too. Don't
It
forget
says
the heart.
Zoe, but there's a heart at the end.
Oh yeah, there's a heart and sparklers, and it's beautiful. And we burn the poor frat house down.
Yeah.
I go and I'll leave a note for Lisa. Fine, just a note that says, "I'm your dad, and I'm around, and I love you, and etc." And I leave her my number.
As the house is burning to the ground, Zoe reaches out and takes Analia's hand and is like, "This was nice."
It was nice. But I really should probably get home and feed Lucifer soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Good plan. Yeah.
Don't worry, we have date number 2. And she kisses Zoe on the cheek.
Okay. Good luck with your cat.
Oh, don't worry about him.
Yeah.
He'll love you. You'll get along great.
Okay, cool.
When I come back, I say to Silas, "We should probably go and check out that thing at the convention center. That seemed like it might have been important."
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, that's true. We should do that.
You know what? Because you were right, and pushing me to go leave a note for my daughter was the right thing to do.
Well, thank you
handed
for
it-
saying that. I'm not sure that you've ever said that before. And I appreciate it.
I hand you a set of car keys and say you can drive to the
thank you.
convention center.
Um,
Let's go.
for an epilogue, I'm picturing something like it's somehow we know it's a few months down the road, like the leaves are changing or something, and out from under a car at the community college. This is like a community college mechanics class. Silas rolls out from under there in his like coveralls, and he's like learning about cars, but like he's gonna try to bring one to life. That's his, he's like, "You're almost ready."
He wants like a Baymax, but a car.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's his.
I feel like for Analia's epilogue, since the hell stuff never really came up, hers is all spooky.
Yeah.
Like she gets home, she tosses her keys down for her house because I don't think she has a car, and she's like feeding her cat and petting him, and then suddenly there's a dark shadowy figure in the corner and there's lightning and it goes bah!
Ooh,
Oh, I thought the cat was gonna turn into someone.
No,
scary.
damn it, that was a better idea. The cat should have turned into someone. The cat should have been my dad all along.
Lucifer.
Lucifer.
Zoe gets
No.
home. No, go.
Oh no, we're good. Go.
Zoe gets home and is like typing like different texts to Analia and deleting them because they're just not right. One of them, she ostentatiously uses the word antechamber for absolutely no reason.
Mhm.
And then she looks up, and I had the same idea as you. She looks up, and there's just a strange figure in the mirror, and she just somehow knows it's the same guy she just met.
Mm.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
I like it. That's very good.
Well, I mean, we both have a similar. We're half a thing, and evil.
Right. And we're supposed to bring the end of the world, like that's a really good foundation for a
Yeah,
relationship.
but maybe your
Yep.
apocalypse cancel each other out.
Yeah.
If it's, a balanced...
And
Well, then we'll be registered at Pottery Barn. Make sure that you can.
Yep.
Yeah.
in Analia's version, though, I want her to have like dropped the milk dramatically as she was like feeding the cat.
Oh, yeah.
And, like you just see it splatter on the floor.
We gotta vamp another minute because there's a chance Nick can get on via the phone. So
What's Benton doing? Did anything come of the letter?
Months later, Benton waits at a cafe for his daughter to arrive. And she does, and we have a nice cup of coffee.
that's
Aw.
great.
That's so wholesome.
That's it. We just now can meet for coffee. And that's it.
Can we say that Benton had brought Silas for moral support, but he's like over like 3 tables down with a newspaper, like.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more that Silas showed up for moral support.
Yep, that sounds like Silas. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like oh, go ahead.
I said multiple times I don't need you for moral support, and Silas was just there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the thing where you're like keeping an eye on them, but like the newspaper's very loud as you forward it.
Yeah.
Turn the page.
Yep.
Honestly, if this were a TV show, I'd start shipping Benton and Silas.
I was so sad Zoe wasn't there when you were holding hands because she was going to be like, "Oh, double date."
Aww.
I'm like, so everybody, we got 2 spoopy endings for October, and then we got 2, well, kind of happy endings.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cute endings.
How does Silas feel about the internet now?
Oh, I think it's confirmed all of his fears.
Has he been like trying to look into it more? Or get on? Has he been trying to get Analia to look into it more?
Maybe. I think it's part of, like if we were able to look into his motivation for the mechanics class is like machines are more trustworthy than computers.
There's a Nick.
We almost have a Nick.
But machines are more trustworthy than computers. So Silas
Yes.
starts SilasNet.
Yes.
Signet.
Yes. Sure.
Hi, Nick.
We have a Nick.
Hello.
Hello.
We burned down a house.
We did it.
Okay.
I mean, just the one though. Just the one house.
That's the one house.
Okay. Well, it looks like we had some excellent advice on how one might accomplish that earlier.
Yep.
Yep. We achieved it.
Zoe or Analia made it look like it was faulty wiring, so they can get some insurance money off of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I support that plan.
How much of our epilogues did you hear?
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
that's
literally just popped in when Emily said, "Hello, Nick."
Oh, okay, great. Well, let's do let's recap, shall we?
Yes, please.
Emily, what do you? Oh, I don't know. I don't know why I'm directing things. I'm just sitting here.
Zoe and Analia had a really nice time in front of the burning house. A great romantic ending to a date. They're going to go on a second date, and when Zoe got home and was typing text messages and never finding quite the right one to send to Analia, she looked up and saw the figure of someone in the mirror and somehow just knew it was the same man she had met in the White Room. And he was indicating that was how she could contact him.
Thank you, Jay.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking that in my head too. As I realized, oh, we did it, didn't we?
And then for Analia, she got home and like tossed her keys in a jar and was petting her cat, Lucifer purr, and suddenly over in the corner there is a shadowy man sitting in a chair who is with horns, and there's lightning and dramatic noises, and she dramatically drops milk.
Okay. Great.
Benton just went over to Lisa's place and left a little note just saying, "Hey, I'm your dad, I'm around. let me know if you want to get a cup of coffee sometime.
Okay. Sounds great.
Which ended with them successfully getting a cup of coffee at some
And
point.
yeah, months later,
Yeah.
then when I come back, I say to Silas, "Hey, we should probably go and check out that thing at the convention center. Is probably important." And I give him the car keys, and
Missed
and let him
connections.
drive off.
Yeah, that was the stinger as Benton gave Silas the car keys.
You did so well. Let's give it a try.
And then Silas's encore. What's the word?
Epilogue.
Epilogue. Words. Was a months later thing, and Silas rolls out from under a car at a like community college mechanics shop, and has been learning about cars, but like rolls out from under there and pats it like, "Don't worry, you'll be ready soon." Like he's gonna make the car a person.
Oh God, you're making real life Transformers, aren't you?
If I can, yeah. The Fae is all about changes. Changes.
Something
Fantastic. I love all of those. I love all those ideas. I love those epilogues. When and if there's a season 2, we will run with all of those. And I love it. And I'm terribly sorry that I crapped out at the very end there.
You don't have to apologize for that.
Yeah.
You would have stood in the way of us burning down a house in some way.
No, I was for it.
He was on team burn it down.
Sure.
Burn
I lived in a fraternity house. I'm absolutely for burning it down.
Oh, that's a story.
No.
But are we still on? Are there still people, or are we?
Oh yeah,
private?
No, we're still streaming. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to say your goodbyes?
Yeah. I was just gonna. I just wanted to thank each and every one of you for playing in this game with me, and I had a wonderful time. And many times it was the highlight of my week and something that I could look forward to. And even if the rest of the world was beating me down, I knew I was going to have a fantastic time on Wednesday. Because you guys are awesome and amazing, and I'm so thankful that you helped me tell this, what I hope was a really fun story. I had a great time, and I hope that all of our listeners / watchers did too, and I hope that the 4 of you also enjoyed yourself.
Here. Thank you, Nick.
Here.
For,
Same.
For putting a fantastic trail of breadcrumbs in front of us.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'll say it didn't turn out the way that I thought it was. My notes have been largely useless session after session, but you all were so much fun to just bounce ideas off of and say crazy stuff and take fun chances and adventures. And I had a great time dancing on pinheads, trying to keep up.
Should we say what we do?
Probably.
Yeah.
We should
I think
sign off.
This is the time for goodbyes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. I'm just gonna start. I'm doing
Let's
it.
Do it.
You can find me on Twitter at twitter.com/EmilyVDW. I am going to be running a game starting November 9th on the Happy Jacks RPG Network. It'll be every other Monday. It's a game called Stone Top, which is a fantasy setting, and some of your Happy Jacks favorites will be there.
Ooh.
So yeah, that's my jam. That's my thing. There we go.
Ooh. Who's next?
I think it's in the order of how it's on my screen, which is how it's being broadcast, is Jay.
Okay, so then it's me. Fine. Hi, everybody. Jay Holtham. You can find me on the socials at Jay Holtham. You can find me at 12-Sided Stories. And since I get to do it first, starting this Saturday, you can find me on It's Probably Okay, who's right over here, Twitch channel, in a new Star Wars game run by Blythe Calla, who's right over there, at least on my cameras. So that's where you can find Saturday mornings at 10 a.m.
I'll go next. My name's Jason. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch at It's Probably Okay, as Jay mentioned. On that channel on Wednesdays and Fridays and Sundays, I'm usually doing No Man's Sky. I'm looking at branching out into maybe some other stuff, but Friday especially is Friday Fly Day with my friend Sam DeLev, and we just have a very chill, nice time playing No Man's Sky together. And then Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. Pacific time, we will be starting up the Star Wars campaign, Silence in the Force, run by, we'll use her full name, Blythe Calla 93, as it is a formal occasion. So very excited about that. I get to play in it, and there's a bunch of fun people in it. So come join us Saturday morning for that. Blythe?
It's so on my screen you pointed this way and it goes opposite of me.
Oh well, it works on mine.
Yeah, so I have been Blythe. This game has been really fun. I kind of hope we get a season 2 because it would be really fun to come back to these characters.
Yes,
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at BlytheCalla93. Also, I guess I should just start saying these all at once. Twitch and YouTube, also BlytheCalla93. Saturdays, starting this Saturday at 10 a.m. Oh god, I have to wake up early. I will be running a Star Wars game. It is our 0 session. I am very excited. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but I might also be in a Mondays every other Monday Happy Jacks game pretty soon that Emily may or may not be running. But yeah, I'm excited and I'm happy to be here, and I'm gonna watch The Masked Singer and it's gonna be great.
And Nick, do you have any parting words of wisdom for us?
Well, not of wisdom, but I do want to say that I am Nick Levy, and you can find me on Twitter at SunGrowler, and also on Instagram, although I just recently checked because I was able to get into the account. I have posted one thing, so if you join me on Instagram, you will not be inundated with any sort of posts. But you can check out one interesting one of a smoke machine I put up there once for some reason. However, starting on next Wednesday, I will be online at a show on Games We Never Play, so please feel free to come and check that out. I may also be showing up on an alternate Monday night show here on Happy Jack, so assuming that my computer will work, then that will probably may or may not happen. But I'm hoping so because it will be wonderful to rejoin my fellow players and take that seat for a little bit. In any case, this has been the Happy Jacks AP network. Our game was Pembrooke Investigations, which was a Savage Worlds actual play. And if you would like to catch up and watch the entire show, you can do so at happyjacks.org/Pembroke. Or, of course, any of the other shows that Happy Jacks has put on at happyjacks.org/shows. We really appreciate your viewership or your listenership. We had a great time, and as always, I hope that you all had a great time as well. Have a good night, and be safe, everyone.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
If I told you the things I've seen on my ways, if I told you the things I've done in my days, you wouldn't believe me anyway. So it's best I just don't say. I've lived 1,000 lives, I piloted 1,000 souls, I killed and fought and died just for a single